getting into it.
Welcome to the new location. Absolute Shenanigans sister location is starting right now. Here we are.
Location.
I'm here with the Mimic, and the secret of the Mimic. We got the Mimic behind the camera.
We got Edwin behind the camera. We got David on the couch.
We got Michael Afton.
No one's gonna get any of these jokes.
I don't know what
Hi
you're
guys,
talking
welcome
about.
back to Absolute Shenanigans. Now brought to you in Auto Mix at a new location.
Yes, sir.
The new house.
Gavin, go ahead and explain Auto Mix to us.
I mean, basically, it takes your target decibel rating and then it tries to balance it out. There.
In English, please.
Sound go.
If you liked that kind of humor, you're gonna love the series we're talking about today.
About Fantastic Four by Ryan North. It started in 2022. It just kind of ended, but Ryan North is still doing it. 33 issues in.
Renumbered it.
It followed Dan Slott's Fantastic Four run, which was the first run to be back in 616 since Secret Wars. So it's like,
Ooh.
I think, does that mean Hickman's stuff was all alternate universe?
No,
not
Previous, or was that before Secret Wars?
No, so Hickman started writing F4 in like 2004 or something.
Yeah, early
that
dang.
led up into like when they did the Ultimate Universe and stuff.
Right, okay.
They eventually crossed over, but
Okay.
Hickman was 616.
Yeah, okay. So this is back in 616. Ryan North, he's gotten 10 Eisner Awards, which is insane.
Jeez.
Mostly for
10?
it's ridiculous.
In the double digits?
It's insane. He's done
For
Adventure
ring for
Time
each finger.
comics, which got stuff, which I haven't read them. I don't know.
You said Adventure Time comics?
Adventure Time
I've
comics.
actually heard good things about those, but
Apparently.
was that
I
what he
had an
won the
Adventure Time. I love
Eisners
that
for?
Some of them.
Really?
And then
Wow.
he's done-
Some of them, multiple.
Okay.
Yep.
Adventure Time comics.
He's done the Unbeatable Squirrel Girl. He led One
Okay.
World Under Doom, which this guy read. I don't think any of the rest of us have yet.
Yeah.
Though I've heard it's good, actually.
Biggest soldier.
Yeah. Yeah. Of the hardest battles. And he got a master in computer science, so I guess that's where some of his
Nice.
That makes
sciencey
a lot of
inclinations.
sense, considering
His little
some of the dialogue in
readiness.
this
Yeah, I mean, if
series,
you guys want to make it in comics, you get a computer science.
You just have to. And a master's.
Part of
You know,
it.
you can't,
A master's
you can't
in
go
it.
in for 4 years.
That's what they're saying.
Yep, that's what they say. Just
Yeah.
to do a webtoon, I had to get a degree. So
Yeah.
PhD.
Yeah, that's weird.
Wait, Gavin chose this one topically for the Fantastic Four movie that came out, which we'll do a review on soon.
Yes, sir.
And
Which
we
we've
all
all
saw it.
seen it except for
Yeah.
Jonas.
I don't know
But
what you're talking about.
Yeah, man, I can't believe you didn't prepare for this episode.
No.
He didn't do
Yeah.
the research. He read it all like a week ago, though. So some of us did not read it a week ago.
I don't know
Some of
what you're
us
talking
read it
Some of
about
us.
5 minutes ago.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Whoever it could be. So we read the first 11 issues, which is
Yeah.
the first 2 trades.
Fucking resolution.
He's pulling up stuff from the movie. But yeah, Ryan North is very known for doing anthology style stuff. He's got his own like ongoing webtoon style thing where I think it's the same 4 panels of dinosaurs, and every month or something he makes them say different things for a different punchline, which is kind of entertaining. I think he got Eisner's maybe for that too.
Because
I love
Holy
the idea.
shit.
that-
10 is a lot.
Dinosaur
Yeah,
Office.
it's the same. Yeah, a dinosaur office.
Roar.
3DS.
It's great.
anthology stuff works really well with Fantastic Four.
It does.
too.
It does. It's
It just
very-
feels like a book of Saturday
Yeah.
morning cartoons.
It
It's
really
just
does.
Goofy and wacky.
Yep. Yeah, each one's totally different. They're in like a very sci-fi style, like Doctor Who, Star Trek thing. There's like right off the bat, and several of them are about being in like situations that are like slightly not right, and then they have to figure it out. Like over and over, they do that.
Just like every single
Basically,
It's a lot of them.
Basically, every issue, one of them
a lot of
goes, something's
Wait a
wrong.
minute.
Wait a minute. It's like everything
Say that
everywhere.
again?
All at once. There's like your shoes don't quite fit. It's that kind of
It's
stuff.
like,
but-
whoa.
Right is
Yeah.
actually your left, and your left is actually your right.
Oh no. I got to shit really bad.
Oh, wait, that was just the Mickey D's.
That's this is
Right.
normal.
That would have been a great like way
Like-
to end off that issue. Is they were like they switch back to normal and then they still get stomach issues. And they're like,
Oh, it's just the shitty
They get
food.
turned, what was that group? It was like this 7 somethings.
There's a bunch of wizards.
It's like-
Yeah.
Oh, Salem 7?
Salem
Yeah,
7.
Salem 7. Damn, you remember that?
Yeah,
Dude, I read it
That's the
20
most, that's
minutes
the
ago.
most forgettable. That was issue 5
No, I
or
know.
4,
I know,
right?
I know. I read it last night.
Heck yeah, it's
Okay.
fresh.
Fair enough.
It's fresh. I read the first 6 last night and then the rest today, so I feel you.
I read the first 3 like
That's
weeks
crazy.
ago.
You recommended this, and you guys.
Yeah,
caught
well,
up
I read this one like a few months ago, so I was just like, I don't have to read
Just
it. right away.
reread it.
Yeah,
And I did put it off. Though.
The stuff that you suggested on the wheel, did you already read it?
It was this one. I think I have. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
probably. Because I didn't want to. This time, maybe I'll try to do something I haven't read. But I was just like, I want to recommend something I know will be like interesting to talk about. Though I've only read the first 6 of this, so the other 5 I hadn't.
Well, for me,
Okay.
I kind of used it. I put 2 things that I was like, oh man, I
wanna
want to
read
get
this.
around to reading these.
Yeah.
And this will kind of force
No,
me.
that's a good thing to do too. I think I'll probably try to do that this time. Which this will be news wheel spins.
Ooh, true.
Oh,
But yeah,
shit.
first issue, the Fantastic Four are split up. It's called like Whatever Happened to the Fantastic Four, and we mostly see the Thing and his girlfriend, Alicia
Alicia Masters?
Masters,
Alicia Masters Grimm.
and the
Are
first
they
panel is
married?
crazy, or the first page, because they completely copy it for the second page, because they're in a time loop, believe it or not.
Why?
And the third page, it's like pretty much the entire same thing, but like slightly
Yeah.
different. And I think to start a Fantastic Four run with 3 of the same pages is kind of like ballsy. To
Yeah.
be honest.
It tripped me up the first
Yeah,
time.
they should
I
have
read
done
it.
Yeah.
4.
A little bit of deja vu. Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Where's the fourth
Stack
one?
on one more.
Send it.
Thematic.
For the bit.
You got to lock in on that. Yeah, they're in a small town and they're like traveling around, and you like at the very end of the issue you get like a little teaser that a huge chunk of New York is missing. And at first I thought, oh, is this from the last Fantastic Four run and they're continuing it? But I don't think it is.
I don't
it's
think
all
so.
from this.
It's just something
and
that
they show it
happens.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they don't show it to you. It's like all this is like, man, the Fantastic Four is kind of done with, and we're not like wanting to be back with those bozos. Is
I
kind
wonder
of
what
the
happened to
Yeah.
kind of the vibe.
Yeah.
That's like kind of the overarching plot, but there's not really an overarching
No.
plot.
It's
Super
Yes.
episodic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all bottles, kind of.
Yeah. It's like the status quo kind of changes between episodes or issues, but it really is just like new
Yeah.
wacky adventure each week.
Yeah.
Each issue has like a sense of mystery to it. Even in the first ones, like you said, where the New York is revealed to be missing. It's
Yeah.
like, there's just an overlying. It never tells you everything that's going on until the end, and it catches you up. And I love that style of writing. I love
Yeah.
that story structure.
And it's very clever what they do with things, because it's like not only are they stuck in like a time loop, but they'll explain that it's like because of this one character that wants things to change, and it's like they try all these different things in kind of a fun montage. I think they do like 4x5 panels, and it's like 2 of them get cut off, so they're just showing all these things are trying
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
people out of the time loop, and nobody like knows who the Thing is because they're not famous, since it's like been stuck in this for what 50 years or something.
That was tripping me up
It's
because I
insane.
thought the webpage just didn't copy it right, but
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
It's so
It is
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, it's very Groundhog's Day. It's, it's
Yep.
trying to kind of give that repetition, going through the motions over and over again.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool that they're not just in New York. Like
Yeah.
we get to see them
that's
go
true.
on a road trip and stuff.
Arizona.
I think across all of these 11 issues, they're never in New York except for the flashbacks.
Yeah.
Which is kind of insane. It's like
It's like the Fantastic Four. They're in New York
yeah.
with the Baxter Building and everything. But
kind of a road trippy vibe, which is really I kind of enjoy.
It's kind of a good way of depowering them too. Like at their current
Sure.
state, they can. I mean, they do deal with everything, even
Yeah.
throughout the series, even without the Baxter Building and
Yeah.
being in their home city. They still deal with everything. So. Like them being there, it would just be like there's no tension. Like of course they're gonna get through. You know, I
Yeah.
mean if they're in trouble, they can call fucking Iron Man or Spider Man over. You know what I mean?
they're also poor now, right now.
Yeah, and hated by the public. So
Yeah,
it's a very
true.
good reset.
Love that the truck they're driving has like a little flap so that the Thing
For
can
the
just
Thing.
like sit
Sit
with his
on
head out of the car. It's awesome. The
Thing.
Yeah, they pretty much go all through the experience of trying to get everyone there to like. They slowly figure out how to make everyone like friendly with them really quickly, and like they're pretty much speed running this. It's like Majora's Mask. They're speed running it and like learning all the strats.
They eventually
Getting all
find
the
out.
interactions and-
Yeah, they
Yeah.
eventually find out it's just some guy who couldn't deal with a breakup.
Yep.
He was so sad that he.
Oh
was
yeah, and he had the
everything
like X gene.
He could do
Yeah,
it.
and he could
somehow.
just make a wish, and oh my god, and then they find him, and he's like, wait, I can make a wish. I wish it's like I wish we were back together, or I wish I didn't fuck up, or whatever he said.
Yeah.
To go back and remember everything. You've already
Yeah.
done that before.
Yeah. The why doesn't that work?
I love the running gag where it's like it literally is taking over the whole page, where it cuts off at the end and then loops.
Yeah.
back at the
Yeah.
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 Seriously.
So nice.
Yeah. That's part of the montage. It's so fire.
And for a first issue of like a brand new run and not only having the Thing in it,
Just the Thing,
like old move, but hey, like
It worked.
that is how the Thing would take care of the situation. Reed and Sue would have done it differently, which we literally see the next issue.
Yeah.
But
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's my favorite of the four. Like,
I
it's not
really
even
like
the
close.
Thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
No
it's probably
way.
Dude, what do you mean? I love
No
big strong
way.
guys. I love
Yeah.
the big strong guys.
Okay,
He's
fair
the best
enough.
guy. He's called the Thing.
He's
All right, well, my
what do you not
favorite
like
is Mr.
about him?
Fantastic because he's smart and stretchy.
Because he
I
could
mean, he's
swing
that
around like
guy.
Spider-Man.
No,
he's
'cause
smart
he's
like
smart.
Spider-Man.
'Cause he's just stretchy.
Strong like Spider-Man.
He likes these
All right.
stretches.
Well, now we all have to say our favorite characters. Favorite
I'm
four.
probably also in the Thing.
Me too.
Yeah.
Damn, okay.
And you were giving me shit
Fuck
for it.
me, I guess. Well, I knew you like the Thing.
He's just
well,
the
I did not know
lovable-
you two
He's
like
just
the
the
Thing.
lovable
My guy.
comic relief who's just big and strong, and he's got a big heart.
He's got a big heart.
What?
Oh,
See,
And he's Jewish.
What happens when you're talking?
that's why he's there.
He's the guy who goes English, please. Like,
No, that's Johnny. Johnny's.
And Sue does it too. They both have done it.
Yeah.
It's like, I love that, but can you explain it to me?
Yeah, but Sue
love
does
those
it
things.
like a
Sue does it out of
She
out of kindness.
out of kindness.
That's
Johnny's
true.
just an asshole.
But yeah, so they find out who it is, and they just like talk them through relationships, and they're both like, we both had breakups, and it made us who we are, and blah blah blah. And then we get to see this awesome montage of him living out his life and like meeting another woman and stuff, and it's cute.
Yeah.
And then they drive off and they save this thingy, and then we get to see that panel of the Baxter Building, that part of New York destroyed, and we go into issue 2.
Because while I was reading issue 1, I was like,
Yeah.
what is going on? Why are they even here?
Which
It's a
is
really
kind of
good,
fun.
But it's like a good way to like bring it all together as like an issue, because like obviously it's a whole run, but as an issue, ending it with like the mystery makes
Yeah.
me. You got to pick up the next one.
It hooks
You
you.
got to pick up the next one,
That series nails that. Where it's
Yeah.
like cliffhanger. You want to find out what happens next?
even though it's an anthology.
It's
Like,
really good as an opener too, because it just sets up like this really personal story where you get so caught up in Ben and Alicia's just like a little adventure with this fucking random guy that you completely forget that you're reading this huge Fantastic Four series, and the ending is just such a big like grounding moment.
Yeah.
You're like, right.
Remember why they're in this
Yeah.
situation.
The whole issue they're doing with the breakup, and then the Baxter Building's gone. Like,
It's crazy.
All right, let's keep it going because I want to get to the Doom issue.
There's so
yeah.
many.
Well, speaking of Doom, issue 2.
Yeah, Doom
Issue 2, yeah.
It's
Also a bottle issue of
They're
a
all-
town.
They kind of all are.
I mean, they all are, but
Yeah,
like
specifically the town.
two
The first
being
three-
the exact same thing
The
is
first
crazy.
3 issues, because the first one's about the Thing and Alicia, the second one's about
Really
Mr.
Sue,
Fantastic and Sue, and then the third one's about
Johnny.
it's all Johnny, baby.
Johnny.
And then from there,
Yes,
they're
Papa.
together, and it's very.
And it's all just like, what are they doing now that they're not in New York?
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
And
at that
separated.
point you still don't know why.
So
but
what are Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman doing when they're not in New York?
I love
Yeah.
that you asked. They're fucking.
Read whatever size you need, Richard.
what?
Nah, they're at a bar. They're driving.
Nah, they're at a
I don't know what their
Diner.
destination is.
I think
I think no,
they're
they're,
on the
they're
ride.
tracking
just
the thing.
chasing down
Yeah,
thing.
they're
Yeah.
tracking
that's
Ben
right.
and
Yeah.
Alicia. And
So they're kind of trying to find everybody, but they're at this little diner in this little town.
they don't give a fuck about Johnny.
Yeah, we'll get there.
He'll be all right.
He can
Yeah.
fly. He can figure it out.
I think they know where he's at in New York.
Yeah.
He stays. I guess he
like-
stays.
yeah,
so there's a
he
little
stays
bit of
in
New
New
York.
York.
He
Yeah.
stays, but he just like he's got to live
We'll
the.
get there. All right. So what happens?
Good. Heck yeah.
I gotta pop my pill, guys.
Oh,
Pop that pill.
He's got to get in character.
Me and, I
gotta
don't know
get
if it caught on
prepared.
camera. Me and Ryan just like bumped toes, and it was kind of cute.
That's hot.
You're the
Kinda
only one with his
crazy.
toes out, man.
Yeah, y'all fucked up.
Show
with me.
him
now.
You are gay now, but
We were
We've
gay.
been
do with that what you will.
On National Girlfriend Day and National Spider-Man Day.
National Spider-Man Day.
Are there not like
Ryan's
lots of girlfriend days? I feel like. I guess there's not, but
I feel like they just make it up whenever they
yeah.
want.
It's
Why are we
kinda
talking
true.
about this?
But it's like because like on Instagram, people will be like, post a picture of your girlfriend. It's girlfriend day, and it's
Yeah.
like I see at least like 10 of those a year. It's
That's
like
what
there's
I'm
not
saying.
there can't be that many.
I think they all
Everybody
just wake
can't
up one
choose
day,
one
and
day.
they decide to just text their boyfriends, "Hey, what did
Yeah.
you do for National Girlfriend Day?"
It's like-
just a test, periodic test.
Why isn't there a relationship history month?
What does that even mean?
Still miss her. Okay. Anyway,
Issue 2,
Doombots.
yeah. What?
Doombots.
What
Speaking of
happens in issue 2?
relationships,
The diner people. I think one of them's just like, so what's your name? I think something like that. And then there's
I
like
think she overheard Reed and Sue talking, and
something.
she said his name. And he's
The
like,
trigger
"Excuse
word.
me, do you happen to be Reed Richards, the Mr. Fantastic?" He's like, and then she's just like, "Oh, and are you?" Or then no, and then Sue introduces herself, and then she's like, "Oh, okay, because if you are, we're gonna have a problem." And then they just all the people in the diner transform into Doombots.
Doombots. They get thrown out the window in the front, and they're like trying to figure out what's going on. And then the people kind of turn back, and a cop shows up. Police brutality.
Yeah, it was pretty.
It was bad.
What happened?
The cop shows up and he's just like, "Hey, you two are coming with me. Did you break that window?" And they're like, "Yeah, but there's Doombots everywhere." And they're like, "Yeah, you're coming with me. We're taking a drive."
I remember.
Yeah.
The hell are those?
I don't even remember.
They go to the edge of town and instantly they're
He
like,
says that
"We're
he
going
likes
back."
him. Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I still like you guys, so I'll just drop you off at the edge of town, and you guys just be on your way." And
Yep.
then she's like,
And they're
we're
like,
going
well,
back.
we can't leave a town full of Doombots.
Yeah, like this is not okay. And then they turn invisible and go back in.
They're like,
And they mentioned that it's like, the cop mentions it's like, you can't blame me for being a little suspicious, especially since how you guys have been like perceived recently. So
Right.
it's like there's a little more allusion to the Fantastic Four being this
Being on the run from
disfavorable light.
something.
Yeah. So they go back in and they're trying to figure stuff out with the invisibility.
Sue was so broken.
Yeah, I don't think they find anything specifically. Like Reed changes his face to try to.
Because they notice that the hologram always goes off whenever a certain old lady comes by. Because they're right next to this old lady coming out of like a bingo place with her friends, and then they notice that once she gets far enough away, all the people around drop their holograms, and then they're all Doombots.
They're
And-
all
Chosen
Doombots.
one.
Which is
All
crazy.
every single
Yeah.
one, because there's like a kid like on the phone with his mom across the street, and then just like
There's like a
couple of
baby in a
friends.
stroller.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
just they're
The
all
baby's
just
a little
Doombots. It's just-
Doombot.
man, woman, cop, child, dog. I don't know
Dog.
if there's any animals.
Dogs.
I bet you there's
women,
dog
sure
Children
Doombots.
too.
Sure, there's something.
Yeah.
Doom would be
Doombot
petty
on
enough,
all
yeah.
fours. rough.
But yeah, they follow the woman home and they're like, maybe this is all for her. And then I forget, like,
'Cause they-
how do they confront her?
So,
like,
She just invites him in, and they
well, because
like,
Reed
Yeah, they
changes
just
his
talk,
face,
yeah.
and then he goes up to her and he's like, "Hey, have you ever heard of a man named Victor Von Doom?" And then like she's like, "Oh, I haven't
Sweet
heard that.
child.
What a sweet boy! I haven't
Used to
seen him in
live
so
here."
long." Yeah, like he used to live there for I forget whatever reason, but he was
Yeah,
like
he
around.
grew up there or something. I
I don't
guess.
remember
Did he?
anything.
Yeah,
about
I
this
don't
issue. I'm
either.
gonna be so real.
it's such
And
a
then
good
she
issue.
like
Fire.
she fed him food because he was too
Pull it
busy
up.
in his work to eat, and then like he was like, I will repay you like tenfold, you know, 'cause
Yep.
he's Doom and he's very proud and
He's all the honor.
It's all
yeah.
about honor and repaying your debts. So then the thing is, like, he made
The thing is,
he made all the
Dark side
Doombots
is.
to keep an eye on her, so that way nothing bad would happen to her.
but then something maniacal happens.
And then Reed is doing his little freaky examination on her, stretching his eyeballs around all over the place, and then he's like,
As he loves
"This
to
woman
do.
is dead."
yeah, this
They-
woman is a
Yeah.
Doombot.
Yeah,
God, it's so.
it's
fucked
freaky.
up.
They
Oh,
take
this-
off the helmet and the skull is still in there.
yeah.
At
And,
first they're like, "Wait, are you
It's an
wearing
Iron Man
Doombot
armor.
armor?" And she's like, "What the heck
What are you
is Doombot
talking about,
armor?"
dearie?
And then he takes off the face and she's still just like, "Are you guys okay?" It's just like insane.
Yeah, and we find out all these
Some
Doombots.
Twilight Zone shit.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
so what was the like conceit? I know. Okay, so this old lady had helped Doom, so
Yep.
he wanted to repay her,
Yep.
but he couldn't like stop her from dying or something. Like what?
The Doombot's directive
No,
was to keep her
it was-
safe,
yeah.
and they didn't know what
Right.
to do when her body was failing.
So one of
So
them
they
took
took her,
him in.
transferred her
Okay.
consciousness in.
Yeah.
It, like
That's
turned
right.
itself into what Reed says is like it turns itself into a little hospital and just keeps her on
Yeah.
life support,
Okay.
trying to.
And
keep
then
her
when
alive.
she
And then
eventually died, it just took her
dies.
personality.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Which
What
is
wasn't there like something in their brain that they like forgot or
Well, that's
what they do.
They just they had two directives. The first one was
Yeah.
to protect
Kill
her, and
the
the second
Fantastic
one was to
Four.
kill the
Yeah,
Fantastic
and that's
Four.
always
they
right.
find out
Yeah.
that she's
Every
dead.
Doom
and then
always
she's like,
has-
all right, delete that one. Put directive 2 in the number 1
Right,
spot.
right, right,
It's
right.
now
like, "Oh,
kill.
if I'm dead,"
yeah. Oh well then.
Yeah, they become a little
Guess
sentient.
we have an
Yeah.
issue now.
which
let's,
is
let's talk about. Can we go to issue 3?
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean
well,
that's basically.
okay. I,
I mean,
think it's
yeah,
really
you had some
sweet.
finishing
I
thoughts.
think it's sweet that Doom's like built these machines that like him, are unwilling to ever accept defeat with her dying.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
would rather put her into a robot husk and have her like also kind of maybe live in a time loop forever.
Talk
I
like
mean,
her
Yeah,
and basically
because she
just
must
be her.
forget things, or else she'd be like, "Wait, I've been alive 140 years or whatever." It's like, so yeah, it's like it's
Just on
sweet and it's so
autopilot.
doomed. It's so doomed
It
to
is.
create something that
Doom.
like
It
yeah.
sets it up great for when he appears properly in
Yes,
the series.
which is
Absolutely.
amazing.
I can't wait for that.
Human Torch.
Oh, dude.
Issue
Johnny in this
3.
series, this motherfucker. He's such a bastard, bro. Like
He's a goober.
He is so I mean, everything works for me. Like it hits. Johnny's such a cocky bastard. He's so corny and annoying and full of himself, but damn if it's not like the most
Yeah.
entertaining thing.
The bravado.
This motherfucker, he's like
Sorry about that.
A
working at, like-
shoptastic day.
Yeah, he's working at some like convenience store or grocery store, what department store? That's what I'm looking for.
Walmart.
Yeah.
Working at some department store. He dyes his hair black. He grows his fuck ass
Got a handlebar
mustache.
stash.
Whoa, it looks awesome.
Oh my
It
god,
looks-
It's
Okay.
it's a
so.
I
the
kinda
mustache is
like it.
terrible.
I think I love
And
it.
he keeps it for the whole series.
Black
So
hair
bad.
than with the blonde hair.
I think I just think it's really funny
It
and
is
different.
hilarious.
I kind of am into it, but it is insane.
It
to see.
literally
When
is
his
just a
cover's
rectangle.
blown,
Like
he's
it
like,
has
maybe
no
I'll grow
curves.
mustache
I've had more
now.
time with it than you guys since I read a few singles a while back. So I think because when I first saw that shit, I was like, "Who is this guy?" And I was just like, "Oh,
It's so. Bad.
It's just Johnny.
I
It's
still
just
has
how
it
it
in
looks.
the-
I think it's a great choice for this series.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
similar to how the Doombot set up Doom.
Yeah.
Like this just informs who Johnny is in this series so
Yeah.
well. But God, I hate it. It looks so bad.
it's got a name badge and it says Jonathan
Jonathan.
Fairweather." Yeah.
That's so.
Everyone has had their own issue, so this is Johnny's issue. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot what happened.
It's
But
fire.
He's living in some bum ass apartment in New
It's just his
York,
catch-up issue.
taking on a second identity or like a fifth identity because he keeps getting discovered. And
And re-switching.
because he keeps talking about himself. He's the Human Torch's biggest fan. And everyone's like, when
he talks about him no more than anyone else.
Yeah.
and yeah, when his identity gets revealed and everyone's like, yeah, dude, we knew. You always talk about him. He's like, I thought I talked about him a normal amount. Same amount as everyone else.
He's at work and
Yeah.
the boiler is like leaking gases or something. So he's just like and like melts it back, and then everyone comes in there's like, so like what happened there, man? And
I
he's
fixed
just like,
it.
we
I
can't,
fixed it.
we can't live under these conditions. There's like we're gonna have to file a
Rise
report
up.
and we're all gonna be in trouble and whatever.
that's right.
And he's just like, no, this is ridiculous. Whoever owns this place is a monster. I don't remember the guy's name
Some
who
dude.
owns it.
He was,
It doesn't
he was
matter.
literally some old henchman who.
Goon.
Yeah.
He was a goon in like an
He was.
original. I don't know if
I don't
he's, like,
remember
a
for
real-
who.
Yeah.
Probably Fisk or something.
Yeah.
But then he like rises up to like his own little boss, and so that's who it is.
And
Yeah.
they have this cool flashback that they do, like how Transformers did it, where it's got the OG art style,
Yeah.
which they do a
Yeah.
few other times too. And I really do love it when they do that now.
that's great.
I'm really into that.
But yeah, the terrible working conditions, and Johnny's like, well, if we're not going to do anything about it, the Human Torch will. And he pulls up to that guy's apartment, and then like that guy just gets crazily cocky and is like, I know you're not going to burn me, you're not going to do anything, and just starts beating him up with just
straight up.
just straight human
he wraps
strength.
his knuckles. And
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like, you're not going to burn me, so I get to just hit you as much as I want. And then he leaves like a little bitch. But it's part of his character.
So they
it's part of his
established that
character.
Johnny has like insane level control over his fire.
Which he's
down to a
always
hair's breadth.
had.
Yeah, they repeat the phrase like within a hair's breath. So he can like project flames at someone and envelop them in flame, but he's not burning them. And he has insane control over this. And just as a person, he refuses to burn anyone. You know, I mean, like, unless, you know, he's trying
That's
to
so
fight some
bad,
alien
man.
or something. But, like, normally with people, he's just not going to burn them. Even if they did something bad, he'd rather scare them into thinking he's going to burn them than actually do it.
Yeah.
Which also just, you know, tells you who he is. As much of a cocky douche as he is, like, he's a hero, you know?
And when you think about his power, being a person that can fly and be on fire does seem like a very difficult one to be non-destructive. And he talks about
Yeah.
that so much. It's like, flame can be destructive, but it can also build, and you know.
With the right control.
Yeah, so
It's just the
it's pretty
issue
cool.
where his whole thing is that he wants to test whether he can stop a tornado from happening.
Yeah, that's
That
at the
happens
very
in
beginning.
Yeah, in the very beginning, which is a sick scene. Thank you.
Because
Oh, yeah,
it's
that-
like,
yeah.
I was talking
We
to
didn't even
Reed
talk about
about
that.
something, then I got a 10-minute lecture about
Yeah.
tornadoes, and he had this whole like this theory, and then he was like, well, you know what, maybe I'll test it, and then he does it. And
Yeah.
he also mentioned how
happens a
like
lot.
which happens a lot. Who knew? smartest guy in the third smartest dude in the whole universe. But
Everyone in this series actually has insane control over their powers.
they do.
Yeah, because they've been around a long time.
Their experience,
Yeah.
which I like that they do that. It shows that they are an experienced team of superheroes and they know how to not just destroy everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Thing really mastered.
Yeah, I mean, being a big, he's more a mental
he really mastered the control over
of
his
rock skin.
fucking rock
Whoa.
power.
He can be intimate with a human. That's got to be some
That's got to be
control.
some level of control.
Some level of control there.
Right?
Well, I feel like his whole thing. Obviously, but his whole thing is, just being. Everyone thinks he's a monster, but his whole control is not being the monster that they all
No.
think he is.
Yeah.
He's very human while still looking like a thing.
That's actually a good point. He's not pissed off when people are scared of him. He's like bummed out.
Like
but it doesn't-
that whole issue, and there's like that one guy who always thinks he's a freak. He's he's a classic like racist
Yeah.
Southerner white guy, but
like
he
Jonas, basically.
yeah.
Wow,
Not
no
true.
dispute is crazy.
But and then after like 40 resets of the same day, he knows how to become his friend like that.
Yep.
Like they're drinking in a bar, and the guy's even like, to Ben, like he cheers for
To
him.
Ben.
Ben,
Yeah,
Ben
I
Graham.
remember me tomorrow,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, he's like, you're not gonna remember me tomorrow, but to Walter. And then he's like, no, to Ben for being such a cool guy.
All the art and paneling is really great too.
And-
Or paneling the covers.
Alex-
How do they
Cross.
resolve
Oh my God.
issue 3 again? It's just like
So he goes back to the workplace,
Yeah.
and then he's just like,
It's time to unionize, fellas.
and they're all like, so we're gonna get fired. Then he's just like,
Not if we all unionize.
And that's what they do.
Yeah.
and he's
That's
able to
what
talk
they
him into
do,
it.
and that's it?
Yep, which is a superpower, and if you're not unionized,
Oh
go
no,
do it.
don't they get him arrested?
Yeah.
Kinda. They
They set him up.
Yeah, they set him up.
Oh,
the,
yeah. I think you're talking
whoever
about
the-
Johnny getting arrested.
Not yet.
yeah, the business guy shows up, and he's just like, whoa, what's going on?
Yeah, Human Torch, what are you doing here?
And so they kind of start fighting and whatever, and he's just like, I still know you won't burn me. He's just like, and he takes him into a little like
Freezer.
freezer where he locks the door and he's just like, I'm gonna keep burning flame till there's no oxygen and stuff. And he's like, you won't do that. And
That's
they're yapping.
stupid.
Which is another show that he like knows how to use his powers in a scientific way that
Yeah.
solves problems and
Yeah.
whatever.
But it was all the stall.
Yep. He was stalling while the other people went through his files and found all of his whatever his Google Docs are just like perform
Whatever,
evil
yeah.
today or whatever they
On his
found.
schedule. For
BB
Yeah.
Be
34
evil at 12:30.
evil department store manager.
Pay minimum wage.
Yeah.
No hazard pay.
And that just shows you that the real hero is class solidarity.
Yep. And
The people.
Unions.
The power of
And at the
those.
end, he gets a call and he's like, "Pull up, we need help."
Sue's
Because
like,
there's a big thing.
something's crazy here.
There literally is a big
There's a
thing.
It's a big thing.
It's a dome
my
of
God.
thing-shaped
Thing
clobbers.
material.
Yeah, I
It's
think
a giant thing
just
too.
freaky.
randomly, yeah. So like you go through issue 1, you see the Thing in Alicia. You go through issue 2, you see the fucking Doctor
Reed
and
and
Doctor
Sue.
Richards because they're both.
Yeah.
And you see Johnny, and then at the end, it's Sue and Reed, and they're like, there's a big thing, and it's just a huge dome with the rock pattern. And then issue 4, they're just all there, and they talk about
It gets
Johnny's
the
fucking
backstory.
mustache.
We get flashbacks. Yeah.
That one.
Issue
Does it
4,
start
we
with
get the
it?
lore.
I think
We
it
get
starts with a flashback.
Yeah, it starts like
It's the
that.
whole fight with
It starts with
Annihilus
Alicia and
armor.
Ben like narrating it, and they're like it like keeps alternating between
Mm-hmm.
their two thoughts on it.
There's like
So we-
from the what is it called, the something zone, the
Negative zone? Yeah.
Yeah.
From the negative zone are all these like locust looking huge bug aliens,
Mm-hmm.
and they're invading, and the Fantastic Four just can't manage an entire
Army.
realm, multiverse.
Alien
Even though they
demon
have
army.
before.
They have before. Maybe
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
could.
It's literally the same people.
But they
there's
can't decide it's
collateral.
Yeah, they
Well,
can't.
they're,
Their
yeah,
kids
they're
are
like,
there.
It's too much. The kids are there.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of collateral and stuff, and they're like, maybe we can figure it out. And Ben's just clobbering them. He's like, I can take all of
Nobody
them. I'll
does
just punch
best.
them all, guys.
You know what
Ben's
time it
just
is.
clobbering them.
He's
is crazy.
clobbering them.
Trying
Trying to
real good at
softball,
punching over
right?
you.
Yeah.
Yep, and Mr. Fantastic's like,
I've got a way, but it's gonna be a little freaky.
and then we
Stretches all big.
yeah, he gets
And bores them.
large. And then we keep cutting back to modern day where
You heard that.
That's not what he did.
No, that is what he did.
no,
Yeah,
yeah, but he said I've got a plan. I've got like a way to figure this out.
He goes,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then you see Big Dome Ben Grimm.
Yep.
And he's a big old egg.
How do they break into him? I don't remember.
Just go in
It's like a portal.
I think they just go in.
I remember this. Mr. Fantastic goes, all right, let's get to digging. And then it goes back to a flashback, and then it cuts back and they're inside.
Hell yeah.
they just go underneath.
So it is a semi-dome, It's not a semicircle.
Yeah, it doesn't
Semi-sphere.
penetrate the ground.
Yep.
And they're in a couple, and then
Let's get to digging.
Ben and Alicia are suspended
Yeah.
in sacks, and
In some
their
weird,
powers
like-
can't break through it.
Yeah.
Yep. Straight up like an alien xenomorph.
And
just-
Reed presses his eye up against it like a microscope, like just
Which,
gets
yeah.
in
He's
there.
like, "My
and he's
God."
like, looks like alien biology.
He not
And then
only-
he like explains that it's like a parasite and all that, but it's kind of inconsequential. You just know that they're trapped.
Yeah.
Trapped.
I mean, the real
And they're
lore,
trapped
the
in their
narrative is
memory
just-
of the
that day.
incident
Yeah.
in New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah.
And it's replaying, and it's meant to like keep them in there,
Yeah.
keep their minds busy.
Did we even say what Reed does in the memory?
Nah,
We're
'cause it keeps
getting
flashing
there.
back,
Oh, well,
but yeah.
Oh, it does. It
Well,
does.
I mean, it does that before they even show them in the
So
pod.
basically,
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
It's flashing back.
No, it
does.
doesn't.
I
It
think
goes
it
back
totally
and forth.
shows them.
Well, yeah, but
Yes, because okay, so listen, it has to. So what happened is Mr. Fantastic, Reed any size you need, Richards says, I have a device that will put all of the. So since the Earth rotates around the sun, and the sun is actually moving within space
Okay, the
itself.
sun definitely goes around the Earth.
Facts. We got
You're the
fucking.
center
got a point there.
All right, we got Copernicus over here.
Wherever I am is the center of the universe.
Fucking. So he teleports them in time, but only teleports like all the good stuff, like the city block, all the people, the kids in the Baxter building, all that stuff. He teleports that relative to how the Earth is going to be moving in time, and teleports all the bad guys not relative, so they just appear in space, in the void
Yeah.
of space, and it's a year. And so, like the
Things like, yeah, we did it.
the Richards kids, Valeria and Franklin are in there, and also Ben and Alicia's adopted kids are in there,
And
which
everyone
I-
that works at the Baxter building.
and the whole city
There's
block.
the whole
city
daycare
block.
there.
Just
Yeah.
I don't know.
the
I don't
whole
know
block.
Ben and Alicia's kids. I'm not gonna lie. I really
No, they
don't-
were-
I don't
they
know
were
anything.
there.
They're there
No,
too.
I just mean I don't know anything.
Oh,
about
I
them.
don't
think
know.
they're
No, I don't
alien
I wish I
looking.
knew their names or their powers or the stories or
Yeah.
anything.
Look
but I
at,
don't.
look at this.
They show up later. I think one's a shapeshifter.
So-
Next issue. Don't worry about that.
So, Mr. Fantastic teleports them all away through time, and then it pisses.
the invasion's gone.
It pisses them off because
Yeah.
they're like, well, and he did ask first. He was like, you trust me, right? But he didn't tell them what. And so they're really pissed. And so they're trapped in this alien dome that looks like the thing in these sacks. And it keeps replaying in their head. And they're really pissed off. And each time it amps their emotions up more and more and more to keep them stuck. But then it also amps up Mr. Fantastic's emotions until eventually his like cold, calculated, scientific facade breaks, and then he's crying because like he feels bad about it. He not only does he lose his kids for a year, but he also did that to the Ben's kids and also
The whole
everyone
block.
else.
Yeah.
So he feels
Yeah, they're-
bad about it.
They're talking about all these kids that were in daycare there, so their parents won't see
Yeah.
all the
Ben and Alicia like
And vice
go
versa.
in on
yeah,
him.
all the
They were
parents
like
that worked in the building that won't
parents,
be able to.
kids separated. It's a whole
And
thing.
they
Bunch of
also
lives
mention
ruined.
because right after they're celebrating, the thing's like, all right, so how do we get him back? How do we go get him back now? And it's just like, oh yeah, we can't. We
We're
can't
just gonna
do
wait
that.
a year.
And so
Yeah.
it's like
No
that's a
biggie.
big thing where it's
We'll
just
chill
like
out.
the thing has so much confidence in Reed, and it does seem like you'd be able to figure out something. Which later they do show you just can't in this circumstance, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like they have all this confidence of like we won, all right. How do we like get it back? And then it's just like it fully sinks in that it's just like nope. You just have to live with them being gone for a year, which is insane.
And then they get pissed and leave.
Yep,
Yeah.
they get very upset.
And so you kind of find out why they're all separated, why there's a huge crater in New York,
Why everyone
like-
hates them.
Yes, why everyone hates them, and it's pretty effective. I mean, it's good. It fits. And that whole like memory replaying thing that was happening to Ben and Alicia when they finally get broken out of these sacks because Johnny just ends up
set on
burning
fire.
everything anyways. I think
Yeah,
Sue just
it's like-
shields them and Johnny just
Yeah.
burns it all. Anyways, they come out and they're not mad about it anymore. They're like, oh, we realized this was a loss for you guys too, and you did what you had to.
It was character development for them.
And the thing has this amazing line where he's just looking at Mr. Fantastic. And he's just like, "There's no There's no monster here. There's no bad guy here."
He says that to Alicia.
Yeah,
He repeats it. He says,
but
"There's
he's
no
saying
bad
it like when they're in the memory thing. He's just like, "There's no bad guy here," and it's like I feel like that's such a strong image of being like, he had to do a very bad thing, but he did technically kind of sort of save everyone's lives. Like
He saved everyone, but he might have ruined it.
Dude,
but
it's
kind
tough.
of realizing this series is doing hella like PR for Mr. Fantastic after the whole Maker thing.
Yeah,
because
that's true.
especially this is the first one back. After
It's
Secret
the
Wars and
second one
everything.
back, but like
after
yeah.
Dan Slott, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But like, still, I think
Yeah.
the Maker really ruined a lot of people's idea of
For
Mr.
sure.
Fantastic, and like the thing is like that. The Maker 6160 or 1610, Mr. Fantastic is way different than 616. Like,
Yeah.
it's fundamentally from their childhoods. They are different.
Yeah.
And so this is doing like hella PR for him.
Yeah.
And being like, you see how like even if he makes the tough decisions and he's the smart like kind of surface level cold one, he's not the bad guy.
Yeah.
He's not Maker.
And they
you
make
know?
him very
he gets sad.
very goofy and very
Has
sweet
emotion.
with Sue and his friends. And he's like, he's a little bit awkward and stuff. And he's like,
It's totally like the like nerdy dad.
yeah,
you know.
yeah. So they do a lot. I totally agree that I didn't think about how it's just like it's similar. I think to how Superman in comics recently and in the most recent movie is like. We need to get away from evil Superman, and Injustice Superman was so unbelievably popular that they're just like.
Dude, I
and
fucking
Snyder
hate
was a little bit based off of that. I like it, but it just
fucking
it's
don't. I
too
like the
much
game.
now. You know,
That's
it's
why I
just
made that
influenced
Robin
it so
edit.
much.
Hey, go on our TikTok or our YouTube.
Was that you?
Look, yeah, I did it. Look at the Nightwing
Yeah.
edit I made. That shit was
It's
funny.
horrible. My brother was so upset about that since Nightwing's like his all-time favorite
Yeah.
character.
It's so-
He got so upset about that.
It's bad in the
Yeah.
comics. They made it worse in the animated movie.
It's pretty terrible in both. But yeah, anyway, we could talk about Injustice for sure.
Another time.
But yeah, so basically they escape out of there and they're all reconciled and stuff, and they're like, you know what, let's do this thing together.
And now it's like we're all back and we're moving to Arizona, which is where we're from.
We're from Arizona.
And
We're from Arizona.
Let me tell you, the scenery
And-
does not look like Arizona.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
where it
too
looks
green
like that.
where they're
What,
staying.
deep country Arizona? Yeah, it looks just like that.
yeah,
you're right.
cactuses.
Lush
Arizona
green,
looks-
Yeah,
flowing grass,
trees,
strong trees. Yeah, dude.
a town with people in it nearby. Like what?
They're outside.
Crazy.
Yeah, they're outside doing work. Like
The most accurate
Flagstaff
thing
has
about it is when they are
grass.
asking someone questions and every single stranger was just being dismissive and like, you don't know what you're talking about.
And then they act like that's weird and like it's like something's very wrong here. It's just like
That happens almost
no,
every
that's just here.
Yeah, people losing their memories like constantly and randomly. That's about
Look,
the
we
most
know about the
accurate thing I've
Zargor
ever
Monument Palace. I mean,
It's in Arizona.
yeah.
It's,
We've all been
attraction,
there.
yeah.
The Carlsbad Tavern.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
yes.
know.
This
Grand
next issue
Canyon.
the Doombot Town.
Doombot.
Doombah Town is crazy.
So yeah, they're basically like,
Wait, guys, we didn't talk about the algae lake.
yeah, that's happening.
That's
So-
like
that's
three
coming out.
issues
That's
from
coming
now.
Oh, it's the next one.
We didn't talk
One
about
issue at a
the
time. man.
That's
We're
this
getting
issue.
there.
That's this coming
Oh,
issue, which
we're
is
getting
one
there.
of
That's how
my
it ends.
favorite
So-
issues.
So yeah, they're like, so why are they heading to Arizona? We didn't mention that. It's because
Yeah.
the thing is like, my Aunt Petunia has a place out
Oh,
there,
Aunt Petunia.
and they're all just
We were
down
gonna
to be
stay
like,
there for a year.
I guess that's where we're going.
I mean, that's what the thing was gonna do, but then
Yeah.
now
Well,
they're
they were
all
all
joining.
down.
Now they're all
Yeah.
joining
Yeah.
him.
He's just like, that's where I'm going, and everyone's like, okay, we don't have anything else to do, I guess.
And then on the way there, this is issue.
stuck
This
in
is issue
traffic.
5. This is issue 5 by now, by the way. But yeah, they run in there. They run into the
wizard.
yeah, they run into the wizard.
They run into the Salem 7.
It's not the last time they'll just run into a wizard.
No, this is I
They're
would
in
barely.
Arizona, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of wizards. I would barely count the next guy a
Of
wizard.
course, it happened
though.
on the highway.
Joshua,
Yeah.
All that fucking
Joshua is a
bullshit
wizard.
He's
a magician.
okay, but yeah, sure.
Anyways,
careful.
So yeah,
Which
they
one, guys?
they
Yeah,
run
come
into
on.
the Salem 7, and the main guy, I don't even know his name. Who cares? He does a
Salem
spell, and then he
7.
goes, "Now they'll never see them again," and then just
win.
leaves.
Leave.
And then they're like, "Okay, let's keep going. Let's go
Bye.
get food."
he just like makes the art weird for a
They
couple
turn it into-
panels. and then
Yeah.
they go
Yeah.
back.
They're like, this is it's a really cool like full page panel.
Yeah.
yeah, just all of them
Splash page.
mixed into like a Van Gogh style.
They say,
And then-
anyways, let's go get some fucking cheesies.
And then
They say, you guys see the deals on the McDonald's app?
not sponsored.
Get a
And
Big
then
Mac.
The Fantastic
Could be
Four
like,
meal.
hey, let us know.
The 4
Dude, McDonald's McDonald's is not.
You are
sponsoring
not
our-
selling out during the Fantastic Four episode. That's crazy.
We don't even have 100 subscribers.
Dude, McDonald's sponsor us. I don't get. Come on. Are you kidding me?
We'll eat the
I
rest of
spend
this
so much
episode.
money on McDonald's.
That means free food for us.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I give you guys so much money. I swear,
Dude.
like,
Free McChickens?
on my own probably fund the one on Broadway over here. Like,
Okay, that's a bold statement.
We'll mukbang it throughout the episode. Whole episode we're just eating.
McDonald's hit us up.
Yeah, so
They eat the food and then
eat the
they
food.
feel weird.
they all be like,
Like it never happens to me.
Stomach hurts.
Like is something ever normal with them? Like
no.
No, bro, they got a tummy ache.
That never happens to me when I eat
Things
at
like, oh,
McDonald's.
I can eat so much and I don't feel it at all.
bro's
And
trying
then
to
he
get that
eats, like, 3 fries.
sponsorship.
I'm working on it. I'm networking.
And they're on one of those like roadside stops that has one bathroom, and they're all running in there. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, the
Like
crazy they
share.
all shit together too.
Reed breaks
gotta-
the rule and he talks while everybody.
I mean,
Yeah.
Big
they've
happy
been through
family,
worse
bro.
than that. I mean, what
There
you
ain't nothing worse
You
than
think
that.
when they went up in space that first time, they had multiple bathrooms? You know, how
Probably,
many,
they have diapers.
Yeah, but imagine
Yeah,
having
but
to go
they-
after
Astronauts
that.
Yeah.
wear
Imagine
diapers.
Back
after a
back
wizard
after the
casts a
thing.
spell on you.
guys, do you think Ben Grimm shit worse before or after the whole rock?
I think
Definitely.
he blows
I think
chunks.
before.
No, he's
Just worse.
Drop straight
Because now
bricks.
how like what is he supposed to do? Like
Dude,
it's
his
just
butt
like
cheeks
it's always
break
gonna be
it down.
sticky, bro.
It's like eroding.
yeah, it's like
You
it
ever try
destroys it.
wiping sandpaper?
He's got to use a bidet.
While he's moving, he's
gotta use a bidet.
He's got a stalagmite. He's got a stalagmite
With the
drip.
bidet, he's OP.
Johnny doesn't even. I mean, Johnny's just got powers.
Yeah.
Johnny
Johnny
just
bro,
like
flames on.
vaporizes it as it comes out.
He mentions.
Okay, why are we talking about this?
Okay,
He mentions.
because they shit. All four of them shit. They said.
Stretches out and it all falls out. Anyways,
You know that's what he does.
He grabs it.
He extracts it. He has to
Invisible
make sure
Man
that
turns
his
himself
body
invisible to make sure it's all out.
no, we're not.
Okay.
Dude, we're
Okay.
We're
Okay.
cutting all of that.
So
Can we talk about how he calls a sloppy Joe
Sloppy Joseph.
Sloppy Joseph?
Okay, that is
We're
Reed.
going to devour this.
Sloppy Joe.
I don't think
guy
it
like
has a
me.
good nutritional value.
Just a regular Joe.
Yep.
Regular Joe.
Freak.
All right, sorry. Back to after the
And Human Torch says he's like, can I just like set my stomach biome on fire? And there's like, they'll kill all the bacteria, Johnny. He's
Yeah.
like, fuck. So they have to
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they're like,
I've got a theory.
They do
Mr.
some
Fantastic,
fucking
of course.
science
He's
shit.
just like,
Guys, they rotated us through a fourth dimensional plane, so all of our atoms were
Inverted.
inverted and reflected, and now we can only eat inverted reflected parallel food.
Which doesn't
It's
exist.
literally the plot of Tenet.
and they're like, we're gonna
True. It
That
is.
is kinda,
It
I guess
actually
that's
is.
kind of true.
It
They're like,
actually
we're
is.
gonna starve in 4 months, and they don't even think about. They can't drink water. They're gonna die from dehydration.
No,
Well,
I
no,
think
they said water was
and
fine.
air is unaffected.
Oh, right,
Also
okay.
sunlight, because those aren't like.
It doesn't bond to anything, I guess.
No, it was
Water-
H2O is it's
yeah.
just not. There's not.
Oh,
it's
it
not right
doesn't
or
invert.
left-handed variance.
Interesting.
And I don't imagine O2 is either.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck
Probably.
sunlight's made out of. Photons.
Yeah.
UV waves. Anyway,
Anyway, they're like, okay, we're inverted. What do we do about it? And then Reed's like, we go here, and then they go somewhere.
We go
So
to where the state
literally he
limits
does
are.
this. Like it's just it doesn't.
No,
Okay,
man.
no. Like the context of this image is that this guy literally has to stretch his mind like Jimmy Neutron so that he could turn himself
Perceive
into a
it.
fourth dimensional
Just so he can
tesseract.
perceive it.
All so they can get over a tummy ache.
Yeah.
But remember,
Yeah.
how do they? Where are they right now? They're in the
the fucking
zero
zone or
negative
some
zone, and they get it
Or not
through
is
it.
negative zone.
The Fantastic Car has a
Yeah.
dimensional portal in the back of it.
Just casual.
It just has that now.
I feel like
They can reconvert the engine to do whatever they want.
They 1,000,000%. Reed could have just invented a pill they could take, at least in the meantime, so that they can absorb nutrients.
No.
But he just wanted to. He's
He
like,
wanted to flex.
wait a minute,
They go-
check this shit out.
But yeah,
the whole thing is like he doesn't understand magic, so he has to. That's what Isha was talking about. He has to literally expand his mind and think in 4 dimensions just to figure out how to reverse a spell.
Yeah. So in the negative zone, all the rest of the members are like fighting I don't know what. I don't remember what it was. Yeah, something.
It's just demons and stuff.
Some
It's
mystic
just
monsters.
four
guys.
like 4D beings, but they can only see them as 3D. And then Reed,
does,
that's why Reed has to do that.
Annihilanus.
Annihilus. Annihilanus. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
We're throwing an extra.
What are we
It's a
talking
little
about?
freaky trapezoid thing.
He's a
And then-
biblically accurate Reed Richards.
Yeah. And then he literally we'll
what the
put
guys on
this
the
up.
ship saw.
But
And then what does he do? He just spins.
he spins them all. He puts them in a blender and he
And then they're back.
He rotates them back and forth.
That's just
and
twist
then they're
them.
back.
And
that's-
and then
so
that
that's-
fixes it.
Like I
And
said,
there's
it's
like-
just a spell that he has to solve with science.
So they come back and
That's
there's
the
like,
solution.
man, we did it. And then there's like,
job, team.
wait a minute, you might have like biotic little boys on you.
Oh, yeah.
So the human
From the
torch
dark
is just
dimension.
like,
It's the dark dimension,
Flame
right?
zone.
Or
The
something.
negative
It's-
zone.
it's-
The thing gets launched into like a lake of like tar. Or
He gets
whatever.
splashed.
Oh, yeah,
while
yeah.
in the negative zone.
Yeah, and so they
thing
like,
gets
oh, you're
wet.
gonna have weird negative zone bacteria that will rapidly spread and with
take over the
nothing in
world.
this world that is evolved to eat it. We'll all die.
So they clean him with fire, and then the last panel is like, oh, there's ooze.
But there's a bird that
What a
took
bird.
it.
I kind of thought it was gonna be like a Venom thing. I don't know why.
I thought a monster would
Yeah.
like,
Like a monster
started
would
growing
be?
out.
No.
Yeah, I thought it was like gonna evolve.
Not with this fucking nerd, bro. It's got to do with science.
The next issue is kind of fun.
Yeah, go to that one.
It's
with
just,
his
it's just
freak-ass
environmental.
Yeah, this one is fire.
All of them are
Over
He's
fire.
being a freak in this.
Dude, he's
What do you
got
mean?
the
That's just his
foreskin on his
powers.
eye. Look at that. Have you seen
Look at
that?
his
Sometimes he
hand.
doesn't have the skin like that, and sometimes he does.
Well,
It's
there's
so
that
weird
one
looking.
panel where he's doing like the binoculars, and then his eyes are
eyeballs
popping
just
through.
come
Isha
out.
loves that picture. Yeah, Isha loves that picture.
And
Scientifically, that makes no sense. Because what do you mean stretching your eyes can make you like see further?
The fucking thing.
Lens.
the nerves too.
True.
Well, so and that's what somebody mentioned is like if you didn't want to be a freak like this, you can just change the optics of your eye because of his powers, and then you could just zoom in, like having a zoom lens
Come on,
instead
this
of
is-
moving
this
the
is
camera.
Reed,
closer.
whatever you need,
Right.
Richards right now.
But
He's
this
got to
is-
be extra.
Dude, if I could do that,
No,
I
totally
wouldn't be doing the other shit. I'd be like, dude,
No, that's
I'd be-
what I'm
I'd be
saying.
doing this.
Look, I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm not saying like
It's
he
fucking
shouldn't
funny.
do this, but there is another way, and he is
Yeah.
at least on somewhat level choosing to do it in a weird way.
it's comic book.
Everyone says
of course.
Reed does freak shit.
Well, it's because he doesn't care what it makes him look like. He's like, I don't care if it's
Oh, he knows.
50, I'm
Sue
doing
likes
science.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sue
just
sees that
convenient
and she's
for
like,
him.
yeah.
Yeah.
She said, Sue
I know
loves
what
my
you're
big
doing
ol'
later.
eyeballs.
So
Yeah,
basically, they find out that the lake has been completely taken over by this
But the bacteria from
anti-negative
Lake is now
zone.
green.
from the last
Biotics.
issue. Yeah, this
Since
is
nothing in this world can digest the bacteria from the flipped dimension, like
Kill everybody.
it's just an apex predator, and so it's just gonna grow until it takes out our bacteria, which is necessary for like everything in our food chain. So
Yeah.
it's a problem.
So they do something like they take all the fish out of there and they try to set fire to it or something, and then they decide that won't work.
Because
I don't
if
remember why.
birds got in the lake and then flew away,
They're spreading.
Yeah.
they could spread.
Yeah.
it's like
They can't
it's
do it
spreading
fast.
too quickly. Like that, what they did clean the lake, but it's already so far
still
all over.
circulating.
Like,
There's
This
a
is a bird we
perimeter.
saw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It took
There's-
him like a minute, 30 seconds,
Yeah.
but the shit is just going too
There's a
fast.
radius of how fast it could have spread, and they can't cleanse it in time.
Yep.
So they got to do something else. And they're
And they
like,
do.
shit, dude. All it needs is light, and light doesn't like affect
Yeah.
this flip floppy bullshit.
Johnny comes up with a great idea.
What if we turned off the sun?
Oh wait, that would kill everyone.
So
Oh.
But then Reed's like, but if we do it this way,
But if we only
Yeah.
do it for a few days.
and they have to get like the whole. Don't they talk politics and get them to agree?
No, they
to
just do it.
No,
And
they
it's-
do it anyways.
But they
They just let 'em
warn,
know.
They do
warn
it
something.
while they're explaining to them
Yeah,
what
right.
they're gonna
Yeah.
do,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's
Which
like
is
okay.
At least he gets on
them
the podium.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Sue's up in a spaceship
With Johnny.
with Johnny and his company, and she
For
is
3
like,
days straight
3 days straight, 16 hours at a time. She is making a portion of this like.
of America.
Of the
it's like
sun's-
multiple states.
Well, it's like mostly around like Kansas or something,
Yeah.
but a little
Yeah.
bit surrounding areas. She's
Probably
she's
Arizona.
making the rays.
Definitely.
We are not
Thank
next
God.
to Kansas. Thank fucking God. Otherwise, Kingdom Come would have been a problem. That is not what we're talking about. She makes
was in Arizona.
she makes the rays of the sun partially invisible, not the sun itself.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
makes the rays of
Huge
the sun
shield.
partially
Yeah.
And,
Big shield.
over whatever radius they deem is like
It's huge.
necessary.
This is such an insane feat. It's really cool, and it's nice to just see Johnny and Sue have some one-on-one
bonding time. Yeah.
Yeah, but dead ass, I would choose literally anyone over that motherfucker to be up there with me.
For 3 days
Oh
straight,
my
bro.
Your brother. Maybe she's probably used to it
Yeah.
a little.
And they basically solve it with no hitches.
It works out.
It just
Well,
works out.
Not the cliffhanger.
Yeah, but
Well,
her nose.
That's
bleeds
nothing to
and
do
stuff.
with the algae.
Yeah, their plan works, no problem. They come
But
back
it's
to
an
the
insane
Earth.
feat, and it definitely it does take a lot out of Sue. Like she's got a bloody nose, and it's it's not like this is an easy feat.
She had to
for
listen
them
to her
do.
brother yap for 3
I mean, she.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, almost as bad as the whole using her powers for so long.
Yeah,
She was up
yeah.
there with Johnny.
That's what I'm saying.
But she's actually happy about it, genuinely. She's like, it's really sweet, and it's very like, oh, they like each other. They're
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're actually family.
Anyways, they come back down to Earth, and then Maria Hill's being a bitch.
Yeah,
They
she's
Yeah.
run away.
I
That's
think
just a
in
side
charge
plot.
of the CIA. I
CIA
guess.
right now.
Yeah.
But she has the CIA in this world is the same level of shield. Where
She's
it's
like,
you can
if
just
you
get a
can
troop
block
of-
out the sun, you can't be trusted.
you can
And-
kill everyone.
You could do anything you wanted.
And they say, fuck out of here. We don't got time for that. They
We're
run away.
literally the
It's not, like,
Fantastic
it's not
Four.
like I've saved the entire world from a giant planet-eating being.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
They don't even consider talking to her about it.
No.
Johnny's just like go, and she's like,
And
Guess what the Invisible Woman and the Human Torch do? They fly away and turn invisible, and then Maria Hill can't
What a
find them.
guess.
Go fucking figure.
well,
and then, wow.
Actually,
And then,
guys, our screen just went. Oh, just kidding.
oh no. And then that plot point's pretty much inconsequential, but
so
Well,
far.
not yet.
Far, yeah.
Not
Sure,
yet.
It
It's sowing
expands.
the seed.
It is for us because we're not reading past issue.
Well, because then it ends with
your
Maria
choice.
Hill being
I
like,
finished
"Oh,
Bone.
I let them get away."
I'm probably
Yeah.
gonna catch up. It's only like what 30 issues.
I want to finish
Yeah.
33 issues.
I'll probably read the rest of this.
I want to
but
finish it.
yeah, I
on
love
to
it.
the banger issue, the
Yes.
700th issue.
Doom. No,
Boom.
This is also the 700th issue of Fantastic Four.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
it's pretty insane.
I want this
legacy
issue so
number.
bad. I want to get this physical. Soon.
Yeah, no, for real.
They're counting down to 1,000 for
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah, that's what it was. Which is pretty insane. It's
Yeah,
close. I
we're
think.
getting to 1,000. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Yeah. So this one starts out really goofily, where
Yeah, they're just moving in.
they're moving in, and Aunt Petunia is really happy to see them all, and is very country, kind to them, and it's like, you guys are all family, move in, but there's a ghost here.
Also, want to point out real quick, we never see her again.
There's a ghost.
Not yet.
Well, not yet.
Where did she go?
She went on like a trip or something.
said she's
and they
going
were
off
just gonna
somewhere.
stay the night.
She's
See
going
you
off.
guys later.
She died, and she's a ghost.
Yeah, actually,
That was her.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a ghost that takes one letter of the alphabet away every single
Pretty
hour
much.
or day.
Yeah, they start forgetting words, and first it's just the letter X, and then
Well, they're sleeping, and there's a little ghost hand above Reed,
yeah.
and you're like,
and then they start forgetting more words, and it's not just Reed, and then Reed figures it out, and he's like, "Oh, we're forgetting letters." They start singing the alphabet, but every time, not
it's
every
like an
single time, but
SCP, dude.
Yeah.
Every
different
now and then.
letters are less and less and less. The alphabet is getting deteriorated.
There's like, wait, the alphabet has 26 letters, right? And there's like, so why'd you sing it with 24?
right?
No,
It is pretty goofy,
No.
but the payoff is
someone's
Dr.
eating
Fire.
SpaghettiOs, and they're losing them.
and it's like, and it keeps going. They're like,
eating them, bro.
and they're like, they're at the point where they can't even talk.
Yeah.
Because the only
Can't communicate.
The only letters that are left are like 3 letters, and they're like, "What's going on? What's going on?"
The letters are OMD, and then the ghost is beating them up, and they can't work as a team because they can't communicate.
yeah,
But you know what you can spell with those 3 letters?
Mod.
Dumb.
Dumb.
Doom.
Dr. Dumb.
and then
Mr. Fantastic.
they walk back into the house,
How you
doing?
Yeah.
and there he is,
Dr. Dumb.
Doctor Doom. Wow.
Yeah, he-
Doom
He just
Finch.
flexes on them for like
Yeah.
3
He's alright.
pages
He's like,
straight.
I
It's
created
great.
this ghost to fuck with you.
Yeah, the
Yep.
whole ghost shit is stupid.
Literally looks like a Scooby-Doo ghost.
He
that
literally
he spent the time to
Did
create
all of that just to make them go Doom.
Here's a cool premise, but literally just flexing on
And then
him.
he immediately turns it off. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, he's like, all right, you guys can
And he goes,
fuck. It's fine."
anyways, Richard, you
Yeah.
failed to save my goddaughter, Valeria.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to fix your mistake.
He's like, no, don't do that, don't do that.
Anyways,
I'm gonna.
smell you later. And then the YouTube outro music plays, and he goes, see you later.
Let me be clear. He fades out of reality.
Reed is just like, you can't change it because of time travel bullshit, but he just does it.
He's like, no, I got this.
And then for the next like 20 pages, he just keeps going back.
He runs it
keeps
back.
He finds a solution, and then every time he goes back to the future, it's fucked up.
Yep.
At first, he tries to like stop the Annihilus wave by himself. and
Yeah,
then
he
that
tries to
doesn't
kill
work.
all of them, and he honestly does a good job.
Yeah, I mean, he
Yeah.
basically
He
did.
clears.
My fucking goat.
Yeah, and then instead of like everyone going like "thank you," Reed's like "Dr. Doom's here," beep, and then just sends the
Yep.
whole thing.
Yeah, he keeps pressing the button, and then someone else will press the button.
Yeah,
He straight up tries like
Yeah.
kidnapping the children.
yeah. He
hoping
tries
no one will
kidnapping the
notice.
children.
And then
doesn't
they
work.
come up to the building,
And then when
he builds
none
it
of
again,
that,
zoom.
when none of that works, he's like, "Let me go back to the beginning." He's like, "What if I take out Annihilus before he even becomes a power?" And then that doesn't work, and it's just like,
And he does other stuff where he's like, I'm going to stop the Fantastic Four from becoming them, but somehow still, like, I don't
Yeah,
know if he,
somehow-
like,
But Valeria's
Marty
still
McFly's
born.
is
Yeah.
just like,
He just
and actually in that timeline. He never
Yeah.
he never rises to power, so that's
Right.
not satisfying enough for him. So he goes back. So it's just
and there's some multiverses where all he does is just like, I think he just gets like pent up rage, so he just kills all the Avengers just to like, just kind of like, oh, I'm kind of angry, I'm going to kill all the
His
Avengers.
pride will not let him like not make the situation better in his mind. So like he says he spends years because he has time travel, so it doesn't matter. He spends years trying to take out every single variable, trying to adjust everything, and literally no solution is better than the one that Mr. Fantastic already came up with.
For him.
for him.
And it's- yeah.
like
His
like that is
future-
that is the Doom personality. Like he finds ones where Valeria lives, everyone's fine, but he's not in power anymore. So he's like, that's not good enough for me.
Yeah, you'll
And he
see
goes
like,
back.
man, what's his land again? I'm forgetting.
Latveria?
Latveria, yeah, it's like, it's a democracy now. And
Yeah.
he's like, oh, no, go back.
like, no,
go back. Wait.
So it's and this is great because the whole thing about Doom is like he will not accept that he is not the best. He will absolutely not accept that Mr. Fantastic is in any way superior to him. So he's like so if I can't make this better, that must mean I'm already on the best trajectory.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
means my future selves already secured my best timeline already. But
So
since
anything he does
I'm-
is meddle with it.
Right.
Coming to that conclusion is just
And he's like-
that's
he's
Doom.
like-
that
he's
is
like-
only something what Doom would do.
But since I am still failing, that means my future selves are failures, which means that this whole variant of the timeline that
Yeah.
I've broken out is like inferior. So he like feedback loops himself into his own pride into being like,
I'd rather not know this.
yeah, well, I don't even think it's that. I think
He was like, this can never happen, so I have to stop myself from ever trying
Like
to fuck with
that
time.
character development that he goes through in the years of time travel, he's like, "Oh, I realized that my future self's already failed. I can't know that."
Well,
I don't think it's that. I think he's saying like my future selves failed, which means that this timeline I'm on is a failure, which means I need to erase my existence.
Yeah.
okay.
And what happens?
That's definitely one way to take it.
That's what it is. I don't know.
So
pull it up.
every
That came that way as well.
That is because he literally says it word for word. Like, I'd rather not know this.
I don't
Well,
think it is that.
so he goes into
Pull that up.
every different time stream he creates. He finds out that already that time stream's version of Doom has perfected it. So him meddling with it ruins it. And so he's just like, so either I'm the luckiest man in the world where every timeline works out for me, or I'm setting this up for myself because I don't
Yeah.
bow to any mere god and stuff. So he's pretty much just power tripping and stuff.
It's just
Definitely.
psychosis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much. Yeah, I don't remember if he wants to forget or if he's just like, I need to get out of here and stop myself from getting in here because clearly every timeline here is not the one I need to be in.
One
Yeah.
thing he says, and then he's like, if this is the reason, then it must mean my future selves are worse than I am. He's like, because
Right,
I was on the right path.
Yeah.
And
That's
they
number-
keep fucking it up for me in my power situation. So it's their
We gotta
fault,
get
not
that
mine.
issue. Pull it up.
Fucking working on
Come
it.
on.
Did you not see it?
He's working at it on an incredible pace, breakneck speed.
I have one hand. You guys,
What are you
What's
doing with
the
that
other
other
end?
one?
you guys can keep
But
talking.
yeah, he
Not me. I'm just.
No, I got nothing to say. That's
I'm
it.
locked.
he just figures it out, and he's like, I gotta stop myself from ever going through this whole time travel shenanigans. And
No, you're getting-
All right, it's right here. It's right here. Well, the
Things always
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
worse.
yeah,
because this is when he's talking about God.
keep going.
He's God's favorite son,
Yeah.
which is
Attempting
absurd
fantasy,
because he's
but-
not beneath
Oh, yeah,
God.
Sentinel's right there. That's crazy.
Whoa.
There he is.
This is the best my future selves could manage. My
Yeah.
ambition for So this is where we're getting to it.
It's like right here. Like
My future selves must be failures, inferior, which means I must be inferior too.
And then he immediately denies it.
And he can't
No.
deny that. And he can't accept that.
Is this pretty sick, Splash?
Yeah.
yeah, right here.
Time machine.
It's
It's
like-
no fool. There must be another solution. There must be, and yet I cannot see it.
The idea that he realized that like all the timelines are already perfected to the way he is, like he doesn't even want to know that. So
It doesn't say that.
He
It
wants to
says
get rid
that
of
Well, he
it's
just says he just keeps denying.
knowing. Yeah. I think so. Knowing that he can't do it.
says it right there.
Where's
the
he
idea
saying?
becomes an obsession.
Yeah.
It's a corrupting disease, a toxin.
No, exactly.
Like, hello?
But he's saying
He's explaining it,
Yeah.
then he's always
I guess you're-
justifying it as like a. But then I am better than that. So if this is the timeline where everything is going to shit, that means I need to erase myself from ever having this thought.
Yeah,
Always
so you're
going
right.
to shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. He wants to forget the pursuit of this because he can't do it, and he knows that he will just spend infinite time trying to do it.
okay.
Yeah.
It's,
so
it's kind
it
of a
is
little
right.
bit of both.
I just think that phrase
it's
is-
just a little
yeah.
bit of both. Yeah.
Both.
Also, that
If you want to use,
Yeah.
I've got Brave browser, and that has like ad control stuff.
Why-
so
why
if
would
you want to
we
use that instead of
No,
Safari,
I want to see
But
that.
okay,
Yeah, let's
well,
never
right?
mind.
Anyway,
whatever the
now.
point is made. Point is made.
anyway, he like
Anyways,
stops himself from doing it by just
AI
clicking
lady.
a button.
Yeah, he turns off
then-
his armor that protects him from Sue.
Yeah. And then Sue stops
magic
him,
armor.
and Sue's just like, "I found a way somehow. I don't know how."
She's like, I could kill you, but
She's like, that's actually, and then Johnny's like, whoa, how'd you know? And she's like, I
Lucky.
actually didn't.
Yeah.
Like, I just made that
right
up.
place, right time.
Let's go gambling.
And
Yeah.
then all he does is read, and then leaves.
Yep.
Yeah, he goes back to the incident where he was ever even going to start this whole time journey, and he makes his own device fail. So basically, he pulls up to the Fantastic Four's farmhouse, does this ghost shit, throws Reed out of a wall, and is like, I'll show you guys. His technology
And they
fails.
Yep.
And then he's like, well, that means I already won. I'll see you guys later. And then
he's just like,
flies
this is a
off.
victory.
Just know you did
I'm not
win.
running away 'cause
You
I lost.
always win.
Which
I'm running
is-
away because there's nothing more to do. I've already won.
Which this is how most teammates in Marvel
Yeah.
Rivals are when you lose.
Yeah.
We won. We did it.
Actually,
0-8 as freaking
Spider-Man.
Iron Fist, Spider-Man. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it's an
it was
amazing
both.
issue.
My bad.
If you have a copy of
No,
it,
my
you
bad.
legally have to send it to
you
us.
read it in a way that I
Yeah.
I
You
wouldn't
Sign a
even-
contract
yeah.
by clicking on this video.
You do have to
Comprehension.
send
It's in the fine
5
print in the
copies to us.
description.
All right.
Yes,
So
we all need one.
We all do want to get that.
and then we
issue,
get to
so-
Zargoth.
Yes,
Well, we don't get to them.
I think
just
this is
yet.
Zargoth.
Gore.
something.
it is right.
Zargor?
It is this
Yeah.
one.
Zargor.
Yeah, it is this one.
Sorry.
So
Is
yeah,
the name
so
right? Is it like Zard?
It's probably not Zargoth.
It's Zargor.
How about Tales to Astonish? Remember when comic books used to be named shit like that? What the fuck?
Action comics.
Marvel tale.
Amazing
Detective
Fantasy.
Comics.
Amazing fantasy.
Amazing Fantasy
Amazing
means
Fantasy.
something else now. You know what I mean? Like, you can't
it
just
means
call
something amazing.
You can't call a book that.
You can. If we
But
keep
yeah.
clicking on ads, we might see some amazing
Another
fantasies.
Amazing Fantasy.
Yeah, so this
Issue
one
7 was a banger though.
they're doing housework. The thing is like this house is in disrepair. It's basically like Aunt Petunia's like no one lives here. They haven't in a long time, so feel free to move in, but it'll need some fixing up. And
Yeah.
so they're fixing it up, and
The boys are fixing it up,
The
and the
boys.
girls go in town.
they do some shopping.
Girls go shopping.
And the
Some
girls
art
go shopping.
supplies for the girlies. And yeah, straight up. Yeah, Mr. Fantastic's like, yo, they got those laboratory flasks. You get me
Erlenmeyer
that.
flask?
You get me
It's
that.
like
Casually at fucking.
at a Home Depot.
They got
Depot, yeah.
those. You give me that.
You know that chemistry kit that I have? Can you find that at the hardware store, babe?
You find me some hydroxide?
Can you get me a volumetric cylinder?
She's like, no, dear. Yeah,
And then
no, they
surprise,
don't sell that.
surprise, everything's normal, and then everything's weird.
Is it normal?
Literally, just like
right.
one page from the next. It's like, whoop, something's off.
Yeah.
Things a
Well, they get to the
little
store,
weird.
and there's like, there's one lady at the checkout, but there's like a ton of open lanes. And
Which-
there's which like every
for
Walmart
Arizona?
ever.
That's how Arizona is. They just
Yeah,
don't know.
so
Literally.
that's normal. But
Every
to
time
them,
you go to
it's
the
weird 'cause
store.
they're from New York. So
That's true. Yeah.
If it was really accurate, it would have been like 12 lanes and then one one self checkout, and that was the only thing open.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
teenager operating it who doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah. Huh?
But it was an old lady, and she was like, "Nope, it's only ever been me.
Yep.
Just me and my husband."
Yep. We own this an entire huge Walmart style size thing with 8 checkout
Yeah.
lines, but I just do.
Well,
I just maybe choose a
But
different lane. Who
I'm
knows?
pretty good at my job, so I got this.
Yeah. And everyone's just like, they're just like, so you're just chill with waiting in line. Everyone's like, never bothered me before.
Yeah, beats at least having one place.
Always,
At least we got a spot.
it's all cope.
Yeah, it's
Cope.
They're just making
trying
it
to
make
live
Yeah,
sense.
they
to
live in
themselves.
Arizona. They have to.
Yeah, for real.
But there's like, maybe that's normal, and they continue their shopping to other places. And there's like,
But Alicia
I think there's
thinks-
other spots in the mall that are also like closed at 11 a.m. or something.
Yeah.
And there's
Well-
like, that's not.
The hardware store,
Yeah.
and they're like,
The
well,
hardware
no
store
way.
closes. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, no way it closed at 11 a.m. And some guy's like, oh, it's always been closed.
Yeah.
They're like, what about the grocery store? They're like, yeah, that's always been closed too. And they're like,
We were right. We were
the,
just.
the aisles
You
are
were
stocked.
there.
The shelves are stocked. The lights are
The
on.
lights are on.
You were just there.
We
I
bought
was there.
something.
You were there.
Yeah, that
he was the guy
cowboy-looking
that said,
guy.
it beats having
Yeah.
no lines."
Right.
Yeah. At least we got one.
Cowboy guy walking around, also accurate to Arizona.
And then they call. Yeah.
Yeah. So Alicia's like,
Like, this looks like a problem for the Fantastic Two.
Topo.
This is my favorite character.
Pull that up.
Pull that
I
up.
forgot this issue has my favorite character.
so
Yeah, the best character.
how do they locate her?
They call,
they don't.
No, so they call the husband. They call the
Right.
number because they look up the store, and it's still like they have a Google page and all that. So they call the number, and then the husband picks up,
Like-
who the wife mentioned in the beginning, and then they're like, "Hey, what the hell happened? Like, what happened to your wife?" And then he's like, "What?"
What?
And
What?
then
don't have a
he's like,
wife.
"You know, your wife that works the registers at the hardware store." And he's like, "Oh, is that what this is about?" Because like he thinks that they're like scam callers or something. And he's like, "Look, I don't know why my number is on that website, but I'm not involved with it at all." And then he hangs up on him. So then they're like, "Yeah, we definitely got to go get
Something freaky.
something's fishy." So then they go back to
They go home. Yeah.
and then Johnny's there playing on a Switch.
Right.
Not-
Straight up.
Oh, just an actual Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, you know, he's
Donkey
playing,
Kong
he just said
Bazinga.
it. He's playing. Yeah, he's Donkey Kong Bazinga.
Bonky dong.
Donkey Kong Bazinga. and then they're like,
Bonky
Johnny.
Kong.
I say Tom Kong, all of a sudden that's the worst.
You ripped it with the pretext of you cut it, so then it can't be funny.
Yeah.
And that was the funniest one.
And then so they talk to Johnny and they're like, look, something weird's going on. There's a lady that nobody remembers, but we remember her. So we got to get Reed and Ben and we got to go figure this out. And he's like, yeah, of course. Yeah, let's do it. Do it. And he's like, you know what? But before we leave, who are they? And so now he's been affected.
Doesn't remember
Yeah.
by Ben and
Reed.
Graham. You don't remember your fucking brother-in-law? You don't remember the big rock guy?
And, yeah,
And
there's
he's
like, why do you think we wear 4 t-shirts?
because me, you, Alicia, and Flamo.
And they're all like,
No, dude, not even. Alicia's like, what are you talking about? I'm blind. And he's like, well, that's never stopped you before. And
like,
Sue
oh.
cuts in. She's like, I'm sorry. Flamo?
Who?
And then
Come
Johnny,
on, guys. You don't know
He just
Flamo?
makes a copy of
Johnny's
himself
like-
in fire, and he calls him Flamo.
Isha, can you pull up Flamo?
Pull up
The
Flamo.
best character in
The
up
best
Flamo.
character in the series.
So Johnny
can I get
uses
Flamo?
his flame powers and his hair's breath control of his flame powers to
to
make
just make.
a one-to-one
himself.
clone of himself, mustache and all. Like 5th picture on the top.
That's close. I mean, this has both of them.
Flames on.
Flamo.
Yeah, but that's great.
Flamo.
Because that shows that exactly how he uses it. Is he uses it just to give himself a little buddy to bounce off of.
And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, look, he's giving a little thumbs up.
There did not need to be 2 of them, dude.
There it
He
does.
sets up his,
Just
he sets
wait,
up his
bro.
own
I
jokes.
I like that he has like
with
a no.
He's got the flames.
Yeah, and I love that he has the flame stash. I guess a
Yeah.
little detail. That's
It's
perfect.
so bad,
With the
dude.
stash.
Johnny's intentionally doing that. He could so easily not give him the mustache.
No, he's just doing that.
he's a member of the
That's iconic to Flamo. His first appearance in Amazing Fantasy.
Oh my god. Dude, Flamo, Chris Evans, Flamo. Hear me out. Hear
That's
me
who
out.
he was.
Oh,
That's basically what we
Once
was.
he swapped out, once he went fire mode, he actually swapped out with Flamo.
he's actually Flamo.
and he lived,
you're
and
right.
that's why he's in the
Crazy.
post credits.
Okay, and
They
then
say flames on.
Flames
Flamo
on.
can't talk,
Well,
by the
yeah,
way.
because
He's
they go
just
to
a
find
fire
out like what's
construct.
going on, and fucking
speaks with his
our
body.
buddy
Yeah.
Zargoth.
yeah,
whatever
Sue,
the fuck.
Sue and Alicia are like, all right, this guy's tweaking, but we'll figure it
He
out.
seems useful still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was
I mean,
mentioning,
there's 2 of them.
which I think is really interesting, that she always has a light shield up on her, which is honestly living in this world. I do not blame you. So that's why they weren't affected by what's going on.
Yeah.
Here, is what they assume. So it was like, we're gonna start shielding Johnny too, so that whatever's going on doesn't affect him so much. And
then they go.
It's the fucking
I think
wood
they just-
alien.
I think they just go and
out
find
into
her,
the streets to look,
and they just
to
see
find-
it. They just
yeah.
see it. They
Yeah.
just see it.
She's just parading.
She thinks that
around.
she's
Yeah.
taken over everyone at this
Yes.
point.
The whole
At least
town.
enough people. 'Cause
Yeah.
She's going
She's not
as she
hiding.
goes. But she's amassed enough people where like everyone's memories are kind of fucked and she has an army of people so she can just go through the streets and
She's
Yeah.
on a chariot and they're
And
straight
then
up lifting.
that's how
it.
that issue ends, and then the next one is the Alicia issue,
It just
where
which is awesome.
because it's a
yeah, no,
two-parter.
that issue was really good.
Yeah,
Was good.
This one, yeah. So it starts out with her mentioning that since she's blind, she doesn't like know how comics look, and she's talking about this. I think it must be historically accurate. This time where
I mean, I don't think they would include it if it wasn't.
yeah, where they're pretty much performing comic books over the radio, so lots of people that hadn't gotten to experience it get to experience it. I don't remember why they say that happens. It's like it was during a time when maybe comics weren't allowed to be printed for some reason.
The newspapers were going on a strike. The
Yeah,
distributors
the
were going on
strike. Yeah, there was a strike. So she's talking about how that was her introduction, and she's like, there's panels of comic book stuff that's also like OG looking Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
And you find out that Mr. Clobber and Mr. Slobber himself is reading it to her.
We'll get to that.
Yeah, I think don't they show it there that he's reading some of it or something?
Yeah, he's reading it to
Yes,
her.
yeah, in the
Yeah.
beginning.
And then it cuts forward to them trying to fight. I wrote down her name. I don't remember her name already.
Zargor?
Insane name.
X-A-R...
Zargor.
Zargor.
It's this little guy.
Zargor.
Zargor?
She ain't little, pal.
Zargor.
She is in the dimensions of this picture.
She's like
Yeah,
the same
she's
size
big.
as the thing.
And then
At least.
Look at all the
Clayface.
people under her to scale.
Yeah, she's
See,
big.
that's how
She's
they show
huge.
scale.
Yeah, I think she's
wood
big.
monster.
and then
Yeah, they're like, she's a wood monster.
got
It's
Ninja
like
Turtle
Groot.
toes.
They mentioned
Like,
Groot.
yeah,
Groot
like a
name
Groot?
drop.
Yeah, sort of.
And it's like, kinda, except he's not nice. And,
Just-
and she says other things than I
Yeah.
am Groot.
She's
and then Zargor is just
makes her
like,
evil.
how are you guys not mind controlled? Attack Mr. Fantastic and thing, and then that's where we get to
yeah,
this.
they're fighting. Well, the Fantastic Four
Yeah,
fighting.
and they have
Two
to
of them have
figure
been
out
taken over.
a way to fend off Mr. Fantastic and Thing, while also trying to figure out a way to take down Zargor. But most of the issue is just Alicia yapping about
It's so sick.
how to
The
take
art's
down
amazing.
how to take down
Zargor
Mr. Fantastic.
with two
and
R's.
Mr. Fantastic was
Zargor.
freaky as hell. In
Yeah,
this one.
he's got no
Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah.
The Thing is just like straight up just
just
being a mindless
clobbering on
beast
him.
because basically she's like,
I've taken their memories, so they're
Flame
evil
on.
now.
Just the simple thing of like making his pupils just way smaller just
It's
makes him look
freaky.
like he is deranged.
Yeah.
And that like what we were talking about earlier.
Also,
like,
that
makes him
that
more of the
page you had
monster.
pulled
It's
up
true.
was very meta,
lights.
very
The
meta
lights
too.
and,
Yeah.
and
Alicia's like comic book is a medium.
and she's mentioning that lots of people see him as a monster, and she's never seen him as that. So seeing him as that is like traumatizing in a lot of ways to her, and just like
She ain't seeing nothing as nothing. All right, let's get that straight.
yeah. But it's pretty. It's
hearing it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, anyway.
It's pretty much like turning them into the exact opposite of what they are. So it's just like it's even more evil than like. They're just sort of lackeys. It's like they've turned him into exactly what he's never been or wanted.
there's
But
like-
he's never been Grim.
There's core traits that remain in everyone whose memories have been erased, right? You can see like Ben's love and respect for his best friend, Mr. Fantastic. You can see Mr. Fantastic's like inquisitive and scientific nature. Even
And freaky.
Johnny, like you can see him wanting to help people, and even though he has forgotten like Reed and Ben, like he's still himself.
Well, he's still part of the Fantastic.
Yeah, he's
Dude,
got
the
flame.
Fantastic Four being reduced down to Sue,
Flamo.
a brainwashed Johnny, a second brainwashed Johnny.
Okay, you're acting
and
like
then
Flamo
Alicia.
couldn't take the Fantastic
No,
Four to fight.
when Johnny becomes brainwashed, he just makes 4 other flamos.
Which he does get brainwashed.
Yeah, so
Guys.
Alicia's like, so Alicia tells Sue to do this thing when they're getting attacked. She says, make a small invisible field that's malleable in front of me, and then replicate the shape of it big on the street, so she can control the construct. And she makes this big squid thing, and Johnny's like shooting fire out of it, and Flamo's doing crowd control on the street, and it sort of works for a second, but then it stops working.
because Mr. Fantastic and Thing just figure it out.
Well,
it just stops working. So
Yeah.
then they turn it into a mech instead, like a giant fucking Gundam. And then the arm gets ripped off. So Johnny gets hit by the brainwave. And then Johnny, since he still believes he's part of the Fantastic Four, but now he's forgotten everyone, he just makes 4 fucking Flamos.
which
And it's Johnny and the Fantastic Four.
It's Johnny and the fucking Flamos, dude. Like, that sounds like a slur. I can't, dude.
come on,
Johnny and the Flamo Fours.
Isn't that what Aang calls the people in like Avatar?
Oh, he's
Flameo
like
and
Flameo. No, Flameo is like a,
Hey,
is like a
Flameo.
greeting. It's
Flameo.
a greeting. And then he
Flameo.
calls them Hotman. He's like,
Hotman.
Flameo, Hotman.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So why they're doing this though, and why Alicia's like, "Yo, let me do this," is because, as you were saying, the Thing and Reed still have like enough of their, I don't know what it is, not memories necessarily, but they still
Yeah.
know how to
Still
fight.
enough of their
They
personality.
still know how to fight Sue and the Human Torch since they've fought alongside them so long.
Yeah.
Which is also how Sue kind of knows how much they can take and how not to necessarily hurt them.
And the Wood Monster is trying to deny that. She's like, no,
Yeah.
humans are just made up of your experience. If I erase
Yeah.
those, I erase you. When, like, clearly that is not the case.
It's kind of that nature nurture thing where it's just
Right.
like, are we just, is it?
Are we just memories?
Manifest destiny,
Yeah.
and it's just all
Manifest Destiny is
reactionary.
a little different.
Well, not manifest, fate. I
There
guess
we
it's
go,
fate.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
And-
more like our.
Do we have agency, or are we
Yeah.
just a product of our surroundings?
Yeah, our experiences. Yeah. And also, I think it's kind of sweet that for Johnny, his core thing that she doesn't get rid of with the memories is that he needs to be part of a team, which he sees
Yeah.
as the Fantastic Four. Because like
all
all these
him.
people are part of that, but he kind of needs the team the most, despite in a lot of ways being like extremely powerful, in a lot of ways just like on paper sort of the most powerful in a lot of ways.
Right.
It's like he can do a lot on his own, but he needs the team. It's like he's very clever and smart, but if you have somebody to direct him towards something, he's unstoppable kind of thing.
I mean, you see that even in his solo, or not in his solo issue only, but
Yeah.
the first 3.
For sure.
Like, the other 2, I mean, Ben and Alicia, they're like, let's get out of here. We got somewhere else to be. Reed is like, well, I'm an attractive
Yeah.
friend. Johnny just bums around. Like, bro's got nothing.
Gets a job, an apartment.
He's living like what he thinks a life should be.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like the most ridiculous,
But he has
like
no clue.
Sunday
Yeah.
morning generic life ever. It's crazy.
But yeah, even as this fight goes on, it doesn't work out. And then I don't know. Do they actually turn into a mech? I forgot.
Yeah,
this
turn
into a whole
for like a
Gundam.
panel
yeah.
or two.
That happens before Johnny gets brainwashed. 'Cause
Oh wow.
yeah.
Okay.
And then so they're able to use
Oh, and it
Alicia's-
shoots fire.
Yeah.
Alicia's abilities with Invisible Woman's to knock out the Thing and Reed like without like hurting them necessarily, like a lot.
Yeah. There's
So-
like a line where she's like, "I know how much they can take," and then just fucking slams them.
And
Dude,
then
like-
Alicia would be a fire Green Lantern wielder.
Yeah.
If she's doing shit, if she's
Yeah.
just like, you know what would solve this? A giant octopus. Like that.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
It's true. And and they mentioned that more in
Yeah.
the next issue, which is
And then
fire.
after like Johnny gets taken over, he like fucking just flames the shit out of him. There's like 4 of them just
Yeah.
Yeah.
dogging on this guy. So Sue comes up with a great idea and she sacrifices herself. She dies, guys.
She turns into
It's
God.
fucking crazy.
Burn victim.
Like straight up, like they just show her desecrated body for like
yeah,
3
and she's burnt. It's like her hair's
She looks
missing.
like Voldemort.
Yeah,
in
she's
the
like-
Deathly Hallows.
On the floor,
baby.
and she's like, "Johnny, you won," or whatever.
Yeah.
It's completely crisp, and she's like, "But I'm still kind of alive."
And then Zargor's like, "Now
Zargor's
you're
like,
mine."
I'm gonna take you over. Yeah.
She says, like, as long as I know about your powers, I'm gonna keep fighting. So
Yeah.
Zargor's like,
You won't know.
interesting thing about
Yeah.
memories. Funny.
I control them.
And then Sue does some fucking satellite dish bullshit and reverses it and is like, actually, I was just making myself look burned with my invisibility. Which,
pretty sick. For a second there, I did think she was like, I was just like, what is gonna happen? Like, are they
got
gonna
cooked,
heal her
bro.
fast somehow?
I was just like, there's no way that her invisibility can pass off her looking burnt, so it must be real. Then guess what? Guess what
Yeah.
it was?
It does it.
Her powers are so much more than invisibility.
Yeah.
It's like light.
She bends
refraction.
light, yeah. And
But
she,
still, I
she
agree,
has such
though. I
precise
agree.
control and
Yeah.
such like.
I wouldn't think she
yeah.
could do that. That's insane to do.
Hey, what do you know?
Yep.
She did it.
And
Yeah.
so
Uno
Zargor-
reverses card on Zargor, and now
Yep.
Zargor forgets that he has or she has powers.
and she's a sweet fella now.
Yeah.
So she was
Yeah.
proven wrong.
She stops controlling everyone without memory of her own powers, and then slowly, since she's not like actively keeping it up, throughout the next week or so, like people just start remembering their memories, which means that they're they're going
happy.
through life. And then all of a sudden, like, it just becomes much fuller. And they just, a part of them is just back now. They're able to enjoy life.
It's like when you get a driver's license and you're like older and you're just like, I can just drive and get a
Go
cheeseburger.
wherever, yeah.
It's like that. They're all like realizing it's like, I can go eat cheeseburger whenever.
And then the
And
issue
then they wake
ends with Ben and Alicia reading a comic.
Yep.
Just like in the
he's reading
beginning.
to her.
And that's
And-
the end of the Zargor arc.
And they do mention
The
that she
two-parter.
is from like this OG Amazing Fantasy, Fantastic Four.
Tell you,
Was it Astonishing?
Tales to Astonish?
Tales to
Tales to
Astonish.
Astonish, yeah.
So like number 28 or something, like super old. So it's just obvious that Ryan
Continuity.
North reads, you know,
Some part of
he's a fan.
yeah.
Oh, this
favorite
damn
issue. This one is my
It's
favorite.
kind of heat, dude.
This
It's
one's
so
bonkers.
good.
It's bonkers, yeah.
Yeah.
So next
Issue
one,
10.
This is 10, yep.
Issue 10.
Guest artist.
Yeah, this cover art is insane. It's so freaky looking,
I like the
dude.
Dude, it is crazy.
What?
They fucked all of them up. Like, Johnny's, that's kind of just what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah, these all.
Yeah,
But Sue looks cool.
Sue looks cool. Mr. Fantastic.
Looks
With
crazy.
the, like, classic, like, 60s hairstyle.
He's like a nerve
kinda,
man.
It's fire.
Yeah.
And then the thing just
I love
being
that
a
she
more.
has the hairstyle. It's
The
so
thing you can't even
burn.
see where his face starts or ends.
He looks like a
That's
doodle.
his eye, and that's his mouth.
Like a human centipede.
Sorry, this is his eye.
No, that's his butthole right
mouth.
next to his eye.
Butthole, yeah.
Actually, sorry, no. This is his butthole. This is his eye.
Yeah,
This is
Second butthole.
Yes.
I see. Also, this
Yeah,
cover did
got
not have to
two,
go
that's why he's
this
so fucked
freaky
up.
The cosmic
for
ray.
what actually does happen.
Yeah, I
That's
definitely
literally
got
how
a
they were
completely
perceived.
different, like, impression of what actually happened.
That's how they were perceived. Bro.
We start right off. We're in a alien spaceship.
Uh-huh.
It's like 500 years ago, and there are these aliens that are coming out of cryo sleep. They've got 4 arms. When they wake up, they check like the logs because basically something's wrong to wake them up. So they're like, oh, was somebody else? Because there's a chain of command of who's woken up when. I think. So they check the logs, and I don't think initially they really see anything.
All the stars have disappeared.
The stars have
Yeah.
disappeared. So it's like,
That's the
okay,
main
I
thing.
was woken
Not
up
moving.
and the stars are gone. So something's very wrong is
And
happening.
despite their engines being on, they can't turn the engines off because they can't turn it back on again.
Yeah, they
but
don't
they're
have
not
power.
going anywhere.
Yeah, they're
The
not
engines are on,
moving.
they're not going anywhere.
Yep. So he starts looking into it, and he like looks out the window and he sees this flaming man.
Eventually, after
Eventually.
like weeks and like literally like
Months.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he feels like flashes of light
thousands
and-
of years, literally.
Yeah.
Because 52 weeks in a year, it's like 365, 778 weeks.
Okay, well, not thousands.
They're each.
Because
Dude, that's probably like millions of years.
They each take place
His
100
log,
years apart from each other.
The log is not
wait,
his
that's
log.
true.
The log-
It's
Oh,
overall log.
that's
The logs is overall.
It's about
yeah.
100
Yeah, you're right.
years per person.
You're right.
about.
Yeah.
Reading comprehension. I'm really good at it, guys.
But
Promise.
you're right though. It's like it's more.
It
of
is a long time.
It's
Yeah.
more of a horror thing where
Yeah.
he's like,
I keep seeing these flashes of light along the ship, and there's heat readings on different like parts of the hull. And things are damaged randomly.
and I don't know what's going on. And then eventually he sees
And then
this
he-
flaming
He's just a man.
creature,
Just
which is of course
standing-
the Human Torch.
He's just standing like this, and he's on fire, and he's not moving at all.
Yep.
And so,
And this alien's like, well, I haven't been able to fix the ship for 100 years.
Yeah.
Maybe this guy knows what's up, and he just kills himself.
himself.
Like he
Next
just
guy wakes up.
He just opens the because he like starts losing it. And he's like, the flame is God. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go toward it.
He's so
gonna
religious guy.
Because to him, it's 100 years of
Oh,
nothing
just
but this
staring-
one fire guy that
yeah.
will not move.
yeah.
Yep.
This first guy that wakes up is super religious. He sees Johnny and he has like an epiphany, and then he kinda just ends
With
his own
that,
life.
he got that God bod. I mean,
Then the second person who wakes up is this lady. She's very like pragmatic, very practical. She's like, all right, we got like I gotta figure
do we
this
know?
out.
And all the people leave behind logs, so the second person wakes up and reads all these.
They're
And
creating their
She's like,
own
I don't see
forums.
this fire person, but I keep hearing banging around this ship. And it used to be like days apart, but now it's every 3 seconds.
it's frequent.
Yeah.
She's like, and it's driving me crazy, but I'm not gonna let it drive me crazy.
And she asks the computer to turn on the camera, and she sees the thing just
Like Five Nights at Freddy's.
yeah,
like
just like,
just on there, just banging,
just
Or-
banging.
He's like
or-
Foxy, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta keep the
He's
cameras on.
draining power from the
Keep
whole.
the cameras on that fucking robot, dude.
So she straight up, even though she's intelligent and stuff, straight up grabs a gun, just goes to that part of the ship, just like, and just blows that entire part of the ship.
Blows that part of the ship.
I think she gets sucked out into space from that, maybe.
No. She
the
seals it
vacuum
up.
pulls on her, but she tells the ship to seal it up.
Right.
Yeah. And then
So
she's
she
like,
lives.
well, I shot him point blank. There's no way he lived. And then she like walks back, and then it keets going, and then she loses it.
She goes insane.
Yeah. And then she goes
The
insane.
banging like just goes crazy.
Yeah.
Like
It's like the knocking in the Raven. Allan Poe. It just drives you.
it is
nuts.
crazy because, I mean, we'll get to it. Never mind.
Yeah.
But
The thing.
The thing.
It's clobbering time.
imagine that's all
John
she heard
Carpenter's.
instead of the banging. It's just it's clobbering time.
It's slobber time. I think she'd lose it a lot. It's slobber time. What?
We're not there yet.
That's next issue, guys.
And then
guy
we're
wakes
getting
up.
close.
and then
This guy.
and then the third person who wakes up,
It's like 100 years just.
100 years in between each of them.
Yeah.
Third person who wakes up is just
Oh my, just a sad motherfucker.
Yeah.
This is his wife.
he's like
The last one was his wife or something, right? Or sister or
Maybe.
something. I don't remember.
maybe I
I
don't.
think they're just
not too
like,
sure.
because like their planet was dying or whatever, so they left and
Their
they're
Yeah.
star was running out or
Yeah.
exploding or something. So
Yeah.
we
you know.
leave. And
So the third guy who wakes up and he's like, all the doors are opening by themselves. There's like
yeah.
there's weird sensors going
triggers.
around.
Yeah, sensors
and then
and triggers are turning on.
at some point he gets trapped in a room by an invisible force field and he just starves to death.
Yeah.
And that's tough for him, honestly.
And as
Like
he's starving, Sue's skeleton just
Just
starts
appears.
appearing
Yeah.
slowly.
yeah, so
It's-
slowly.
It's
like
so freaky. I love this one a lot.
like years slowly.
It's
Like it's
really
crazy. Like his skeleton, like his body is decayed into a skeleton by the time she has formed her muscles.
He's like, I've got no food in here. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so gnarly.
And
The
then
last guy's cool. The last guy's fun.
guy wakes up and well, you don't even see him wake up, but you see
yeah,
him in
it's
a
just
room,
implied.
and he's got like he's got a gun in each hand.
He's quad
shooting at
wielding.
worms, and he's just shooting at these worms
Little
coming out of
worms.
vents in like the engine room, and they're just boo 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 boo, and then he.
I wonder who the worms could be.
Well, I wonder who. He shoots behind him. One of the lasers bounces off some walls, and then it just hits him right in the back of the head.
Yeah.
And then
Murks
there's like
himself.
100 of these tentacles that come up. It's
Yeah.
insane looking.
Yeah.
And then we get
Domes himself.
the present.
POV.
Yeah.
We get the other POV of the Fantastic
Well, no,
Four
first we
movie.
get the fifth guy who woke up and it was like,
that's right.
all these people have fucking died before me. What is going on? Like centuries of just nothing has happened. We just been stuck here. And he's like, I'm gonna turn off the engine. Boop. And then
because-
we go to the present.
Right, because the human torch shows up again. Then he's like, "Well, why haven't you guys actually tried to kill him?
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
just going crazy."
And there's this
then-
amazing like etched into the wall of all four of them. They all look
Oh
terrifying.
yeah, they all look
So
like
they're-
caveman drawings.
But this guy's figuring it out from all the forums and stuff. It's just like we're like, all these people are terrified of what's going on, but we're not thinking about what possibilities
why.
there are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it's just like either I flip this and we can't turn the engines back on and we all die, or
Or they help us.
yeah,
Or the-
something
Well,
else
he
happens.
thinks he's like based on all the logs, there must be something causing psychosis to everyone who wakes up.
Yeah.
And now since I'm seeing the glowing guy, it's affecting me. Either that or I'm a regular sane person and something insane is going on around me.
I just can't comprehend it.
Right. And,
Like,
and since that gives me more agency, I'm gonna go with that. And so like if you guys have 100 years in between us waking up and you wanted to kill us or something, why wouldn't you just do it?
do it right away.
And he's like, well, you must not be trying to kill us, so I accept your help. And I think he turns the engine off, right?
Yeah. And so then we see the Fantastic Four's POV, and it's basically just them going through and finding this ship that's like stuck in this like what was it like time warpy
a little pocket.
yeah.
pocket.
Distorted
something.
their
Space
their
time.
engine is so complex it malfunctioned and created that
Dude,
Yeah.
who
like
fucking knows?
time warp
James
thing.
talks way
Yeah.
too much, and I don't understand.
So the thing like knocks on it to see if they'll let them in, and they don't. And the torch flies around and tries to look for an opening and look through the windows and see what's going on and stuff. And I think Sue like lets them in through her phasing invisibility powers or
I'll
something.
The thing just rips open
No,
a
the
hole.
thing just rips open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they walk in and then Reed figures it out that they're moving at a different time like frame rate basically than them. And then she's like, "Oh, I'll turn us invisible then so we don't freak them out," which, indirectly freaked them the fuck out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And because of the time warpiness, it's like they're seeing them in all these places at once for long periods and like
Right.
glitching and stuff. But to them, it's a singular,
Yeah.
they just see,
cohesive.
they see all the pods and they're just like popping open every few
Yeah.
seconds.
Popping in and out of time and space randomly from the aliens' point.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
That would be
for hundreds of
quite
years.
scary. Yeah, for literally centuries.
And then eventually they reach the engine room and they fix it because
Yep. The dude turns it off, so then they're able to just fix it for them and get.
Because Mr. Fantastic's like, that's when the tentacle part happens, and he's like reaching in to find out if it is the engine room, whatever room they are, and then he's like explaining something, and he's like, ow. And then they're like, what? And they're like, I don't know, I just got this weird like burning sensation in my hand, but it's gone now. And that was the guy shooting at him in the room who ended up killing himself.
And so the Thing sees the etchings on the wall and himself, and he's just like, these people will always see me as a monster even though we saved them, kind of thing. And Mr. Fantastic's like, yeah, we saved them still, so it doesn't matter what they think.
Right.
You know, we still did good. But then they leave and they see that they
500 years later,
they do realize that these 4 creatures is what saved them.
Yeah,
so
we see another one waking up, and this time they're actually greeted by their predecessor, and so we kind of see that everything got regulated.
Yeah.
And they're like, some like, let me teach you about the history of this ship. There was catastrophe, but then some aliens who wanted to help came along, and it's a mural, and it's all of them. They look heroic and beautiful, and
it's awesome.
And it's super sick because these characters, like all superheroes, any super powered individual does have like horrifying capability, which is the whole like good and bad and what people use it for and everything. So seeing these characters from like this extremely like cosmic horror perspective, I think is super interesting. As well as like the science of a lot of the stuff that they do in the time warp and like how that happens is very like interesting and like engaging.
Yeah.
For sure.
This was definitely a very creative issue.
It's insane. Yeah. Very different.
And then to switch
the last
moods,
one,
we get the
11.
dog.
It's slobbering
issue.
time.
we finally got to slobbering time.
Yep. This issue is
Much foreshadowing.
this issue.
Ben and his little
Yeah.
dog too.
Toto.
Princess.
Topo? No, that's the phone.
Toto.
He said
Toto,
Toto.
but that's the one from Wizard of Oz. They don't give a
We didn't really talk
At
about
the end
but
of it, it's
Alicia-
No, the dog is Princess.
Yeah, that's her
okay.
name.
Wait, did it get named?
Yeah.
Well,
thought-
they don't directly say it, but it shows Ben Grimm
like
and
they named it
Princess
meta
It's
in a meta
Slobbering
way
Time.
because
Oh,
it's like it's slobbering time
Okay.
featuring Ben Grimm and Princess Grimm.
because
And
he
it's like
says
they named him.
the name will like be revealed to them eventually.
The name will come eventually.
But anyway,
and then
this dog
that's the
starts
title.
showing
That's the
up.
title card.
The dog starts showing up to this farm,
We'll find it.
and the Thing's kind of sick of
Can you
it.
go to that first result, please?
You don't have to.
Whoa, what is that?
Somebody keeps posting that
What
in
is
one of our shorts. They just keep. Oh my god! Wait, nah, look at that.
Nino.
That's your go?
Is that your boy?
That's my
Click
goat.
click on Doom right there.
2 red bones kissing in the backseat. Wait, look at it from Spider-Man right there.
You could flip it around me so easily. That's your go?
Okay. That's your
I'd say,
goat.
yeah, both of them are. What the fuck do you mean?
Wait, hold on.
What?
Scroll down a little, Alicia.
Oh, sorry.
Look at where is it? Fuck, I lost it. No, damn it, Alicia. There was one of Joe Fixit and the Thing kissing, like the rival
What?
skin.
The rivals ones?
Yeah,
We're never gonna see it.
we won't forever be in
Thank
my mind.
God.
Anyway,
Anyway,
it looks real, I guess.
I don't know if I like this, guys.
I'm not into it.
Well, keep on top.
the way you Google is hilarious.
Well,
It's pretty, I think.
What I'm supposed to Google.
Look, there it is. Oh, damn it. Come
Like
back.
all you have
Come
to
back.
do is just look up the comic
You
and then
should
just
know.
scroll.
Right.
Bro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop right here.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, all right.
We got our greatest minds on the case.
Crazy.
I'm so glad.
I'm so glad that we spent all that time to pull up that image.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
A dog starts showing up in Arizona, and TBH, wild dogs don't live here, and neither do homeless people, because summer wipes out everyone because this is an inhospitable place, and living
We're running
here
out of
is like
water
living
and-
in hell. And then if you're bad and evil, then you get to die, and then you get to live in Arizona again.
Oh.
So anyway, there's this cute little dog. He shows up to the farm in Arizona somehow, I
After
guess.
that uplifting sermon.
It likes Ben.
It loves
He
Ben.
loves it.
He's drawn like
Hey, I don't like you, doggy.
Get off my grounds, boy.
he's
I-
drawn like Pac-Man.
Yeah. He's round, man.
That's
going
the
whack
the
out
Love,
like
Death, and Robots Pac-Man.
He looks like Mr. Buzz Lightyear.
That was a very interesting.
That's Woody.
Yeah,
Like when you look at this a lot, you're
The
like,
head is crazy.
Yeah, he really has no.
Some Woody, no, not Woody Allen. Tim Allen.
Woody Allen.
He kind of does.
The guy
so
goes, "Whoa."
he even goes to the length of putting a sign up that says no dogs, and Johnny's like, dude, I don't think he's gonna be able to read it.
I don't
He's
think
just
he can
like,
read.
I mean, honestly, with what they deal with, maybe he could.
never know.
You never know.
So then it, like some time passes and he wakes up and he's just like something kind of weird's happening.
Around wakes up by
Again.
barking, and then they're just in zero gravity.
Yeah.
So they go downstairs, and he finds out they're not in zero gravity; they're in free fall.
And he does some
He does-
crazy.
So he puts a fucking
Looks
juice
like the
box.
Wizard
It's
of
gotta
Oz.
be the Mole Man.
Yeah, that's literally he's instantly like the mole man,
He would do this.
Yeah.
which is
It's
fine.
like, God damn it, mole man!
he took out a hole, but he does it so
This is an
fun.
average Wednesday for them.
Nobody else could have made a hole.
So obviously he does what anyone would do in this situation. He goes into the fridge.
Yeah.
And then he's
Gets
like, well,
meat.
I'm gonna be hungry if I gotta climb all the way back up.
So he grabs a bunch of food.
Sausage link.
I thought he grabs it for the dog.
sausage and ham.
it's
He
for
grabs
him.
some for the dog as well.
Yeah.
As well. He's
And,
like,
like-
I need this giant ham.
And as per for the Fantastic Four, bro makes like a velocity
He makes
tester
a fucking
Yeah.
device.
out
Boomerang.
of orange juice and tubes.
He's like, I wouldn't be much of a test pilot if I couldn't test our free fall gravity with a fucking straw and some orange juice. And he's like, we are free falling, but it's a little bit off. And then like suddenly it's just like accurate. He's like,
Yeah.
now it's accurate, I guess.
Yep.
Yep. And so he keeps checking it out. And
He punches his he gets
he
under
tries
the
to
house,
yeah.
Yep.
He
he
tries to
punches his arm into the side of the crater, and it like
he had to test that they were free falling to make sure if he like grabbed onto the wall, I guess it would do something.
yeah.
who
then
knows?
he-
It was just to
I guess
show
just to make
that
sure
when
he
he
gets
noticed
out.
it was
He's a
wrong,
genius.
it
Yeah.
got corrected.
If Mr. Fantastic's
Oh, yeah.
not around, I guess you want to. He's just like, what would all these people do? So
Yeah.
I guess that's part of it.
He
yeah.
gets under the house
Mm-hmm.
and then he stops it with his arm and then he's holding it and he's like, "Wow, I really thought the house would have broke from that." And then it falls apart.
He's like, yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
And he's
Well, there
like,
was also something earlier with the phone where like
Yeah.
he was like, "Oh, let me see if I can call
Oh,
someone," and then
yeah.
that was the first thing, and then he was like, "Wait a minute, I shouldn't have signal down here," and then it loses
Yeah.
signal.
Yeah.
He's like,
he
"That's
tries
weird."
to call Sue with Alicia's phone, and then when he notices that he shouldn't have signal, then the signal cuts out. And then when he does the tube juice, he's like, "Hey, this isn't right."
we're
And then
not
it
falling
fixes
as fast as I
Lots
thought
of
we
these
would be.
coincidences.
And then he stops.
Something's not quite right.
He stops the falling, and then he's like, "Man, I thought the house would break." And then that breaks. So he's like, "Wait a minute! Every time I notice something's wrong, it gets fixed." And the whole
They're active client patching.
yeah.
And then he's
the
like,
illusion
okay,
gets
this
broken.
isn't real, so
Update.
it just
Removed Herobrine.
But then, so he wakes up in the house and still no one's around. He's like, "Well, I'm hungry. Time to eat." And the dog won't eat any of the food. And he's like, "Wait a second.
You're sniffing them, boy.
Maybe,
What do you smell, boy?
Maybe I'm in a simulation because everything is fixing itself, but maybe it's designed for me and not you. And you were just sleeping on my bed like you weren't supposed to, and you got caught up in my simulation." And so, like,
And the
when he
reason-
realizes that, then he like wakes up for realsies.
And this wizard man who just looks like a
And then
classic
Joshua Ayers, the Miracle Man.
I'm Miracle Man.
Joshua something.
Ayers.
Joshua Ayers.
I'm Mr. Miracle Man. Yeah, he says his full legal name.
The second wizard that they've just randomly come upon.
And the thing's like, I work with a Mr. Fantastic, and I still think your name's dumb. And the guy's
And then he
like,
just bonks
you're
him on
feeling
the head."
very weak. And then he's just like, bah.
yeah, and then he beats.
It's like,
his ass.
how's about you feel my fish?
And then everyone
the
else
shit
wakes
out of
up
And well, he's climbing outside the building. He's like, man, if the old Yancey
The old
gang
Yancey
saw me
gang.
this way. He
does
keeps
a little-
mentioning the old Yancey gang.
yeah, I kind of skipped over that part.
Yeah.
That's before he catches the house.
Yeah.
Well, he's
It's
free
pretty
falling
funny.
still.
That's whatever.
I just think
though.
it's funny that he
No,
keeps
it was
mentioning
awesome.
It's
It was an
fine.
awesome moment. Him making fun
back.
of Spider-Man's little jingle.
Yeah, he sings the jingle different.
He's
it's
super
pretty fun.
strong. He's a guy. He can climb around like the thing.
Listen up, bud.
But yeah, he literally one shots.
He
Punches
clobbers
the
him.
wizard. Everyone wakes up.
Everyone
Johnny's
wakes
like,
up.
"Hey, was anyone else with Emma Frost, an enchantress, and another enchantress?"
Is everyone else having a foursome dream?
And they're all having these dreams that are just
That's,
crazy.
that's
Yeah.
enough of an illusion for Johnny to be like, "I'm cool with this." Like, why is there two of them?
I'm never
Fuck
waking
it.
up.
Which is
Don't look at gift
She
horse
does
in the
that,
mouth.
right?
why
Yeah, she's got illusion magic.
what does Miracle Man get out of giving them bad dreams?
He was
trying to steal.
trying to distract them to rob him.
Yeah,
but they had nothing to
Yeah, when
rob.
they got there.
He was trying to steal.
He thought that was
the
like
car
their
and
new
leave, man.
like hideout. So
Oh,
he was
right.
like, "I'm going to
It's gotta
steal
be
all
under
your
the house.
secrets." Yeah.
He's like,
but I can't
Rich
figure it out.
He must have all this technology. I can take over the world.
It's just a house.
Yep, they got
It's
nothing.
literally just his aunt's house.
And-
What was
in
Reed's
fact-
illusion? Was he was in the lab? Does it go over Alicia? And
He was-
Sue's
He's just
illusion?
like, I was trying to solve this weird conundrum.
It doesn't go over what
He had like
Alicia
an,
does.
an unsolvable equation that
Yeah.
he
I
couldn't
don't remember
figure
what
out.
Alicia's was though. No.
But apparently he also
He
he,
was just
he
making
figured out
pottery.
he was in a dream, but then he didn't figure out that he was still in a dream after he woke up
Ooh,
again.
they got him on the double
Got
leg.
cut.
Double
Alicia was
whammy.
watching a movie.
And yeah, speaking of the like them not having anything here, Sue in like the grocery store one is talking about how they don't have any funds because their like fantastic credit card is like declined.
Oh yeah, fantastic funds have been
Yeah,
frozen.
and Alicia's just like, it's okay, we're family, but it's just like they've got no money, I guess. You know?
They're broke.
The
Brokey,
banks are like, you
brokey.
guys broke part of New York,
Yeah.
so you get no money. It's just
The-
like,
Froze all your
That's how it
banks.
is.
The D tier villain gets arrested, and then it ends with them adopting the dog. That's the whole issue.
Yeah.
That's basically the point of the
Princess-
issue.
Yeah.
Like
Princess
realistically,
Grey.
that's the whole
Introduce
thing.
Princess.
Just introducing
Just
Princess.
introduce a dog. Like
and they're yeah, because at first he's just like, well, I guess we got to get this dog to the shelter, and it's like,
Unless you want to keep him. He's like,
yeah.
Things like, okay, if it's not chipped, and we put up signs all around like town, and no one claims it, I guess we can keep it. And Johnny's like, how long were you stuck in that illusion and you still never gave it a name? It was just you two, and you never gave the dog a name.
he's like, you never give a dog a
What
name
about
when you're taking it
Fuego
to the pound."
Blaze?
Fuego
about
Blaze.
Fuego Blaze?
Flamo.
And that's the end of volume 2, and that's all we read.
And there's a
post-credit scene where Maria Hill's
That-
just like, yes, I let Susan Storm and Johnny get
yeah.
away.
was a
Nick
while ago,
Fury,
wasn't
do
it?
you have... Yeah,
that can fit
that's
wherever.
how-
That
we'll
fits
throw it in
wherever.
They just
like you open a
reintroduce
free
S.H.I.E.L.D..
contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They reintroduced Shield, but it doesn't stand. It's not like
A different
like
acronym.
something Homeland
So-
interest in or
Yeah, it's
what extraterrestrial
superhuman-
whatever defense
It's like superhuman.
intelligence extra legal division.
Yeah, holy.
What
that's
a
crazy.
mouthful.
Well,
There it is.
what'd you guys think of Ryan North's Fantastic
It
Four?
was fantastic.
It was really good.
I give it a
really
4
fun.
out of 4.
That's crazy.
I think Reed Richards didn't
Yeah.
use enough big words. He said sesquipedalophobic or something, and then he said like hippopotamostro sesquipedalophobic. He should have said, "Y'all ready for this? This is the longest word I know."
Super count.
Pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis. It's the longest word I know.
Is
was
that
a
when you're like
sentence, man.
allergic to women?
Whoa.
No, but you learn it when you get allergic to women. That's for damn sure. The other
On
way around.
a real note, this is the first Fantastic Four comic that I've read ever.
Dang.
Like, ever.
Wow. That's
So,
crazy.
True, same.
This is-
facts.
this is
So,
Factual.
You read
as far as an introduction to that, it's fairly
Good.
digestible
Yeah.
and also very compelling.
It highlights all the characters, big, strong suits.
I won't
and
say
what
like
they're-
goes like deep or anything, but
No,
it like it gets you the personality of the characters. It's episodic. Stuff happens.
If
it's
this
goofy
was coming
fun.
out monthly, I this is such a good format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reads
It's amazing.
well in a trade, but damn, dude, this coming out month after month, I'd be like, I can't wait to see what happens next.
There are full stories. I found out about North's Run from a YouTuber who was really small. He was like a 14-year-old kid that was like, I've been
you
really
love those.
enjoying this series. I do love them. You know, I love their video essays on comics. And he was talking about how you got to pick these up because, you know, it's a different thing every time. And he's one of the few writers that is in a big published book that's doing the anthology format. It's like it all has to be saga. And with comics, you get sick of that because eventually, guess what? The saga is going to end anyway.
Right.
So it's like if this is treating each story cohesively, they cancel this tomorrow, and whichever issue you're on, you likely got the whole arc, which is
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just super tight storytelling, and it really feels like very classic,
Yeah.
reminiscent of like old comics.
Doctor Who and
Twilight Zone.
It's
superhero,
very
just-
It's like
similar.
modernizing the shitty comics that they originally came from.
And
Yeah.
and it's
Like-
very clever. It's like the use of science and that kind of stuff. It's like it is corny sometimes, but it's like it's
But it
always
works.
trying to be rooted.
But you
in something
learn
that's
the characters'
interesting.
personalities
Right.
through the
And,
corny.
like, and you also learn
they're a
about
corny family group, and they're
Yeah, you learn about like they mentioned the Mandela effect with the Berenstein Bears thing.
Oh, yeah,
It's
that
like they mention a lot of things that it's like if you're younger and reading it, this is great to start being like, what are they talking about here? You Google it and you go down a whole rabbit hole. And if you kind of like, lots of it's not, as you were saying, it's not super deep like, man, I've never heard of a fourth dimension. But it's
Yeah.
like how it's utilizing those concepts is like a really interesting, it gets you to think some, you know?
It's not
it's
like
got something going on.
It's not like I haven't read Hickman's run, but
Yeah.
but I know
This is not-
I know it's good. But
it's
it's not
not
like
full
his
sugar
run where
cereal.
it's like set up, pay off. It's
Yeah.
just stuff just
Well,
happens.
Hickman's run is amazing.
Adventure.
Yeah, which I will read that
Yeah.
eventually, but
Fantastic
I think
Four
I'll
Life
finish
Story
this
is
too.
amazing.
It shows such like deep understanding of the characters, the way that everything's set up.
The art's fun.
Even like the premise
Yeah, the
that it
art's
put
really
them
good.
in, it's like we can't just have the Fantastic Four doing their normal thing because like no one's gonna read that. Like we got to put a little bit of spin on it. The way they did it is so perfect.
Put it on a road trip.
Let's put him in the desert.
Does like Franklin and Valeria ever come back in
Yeah.
this run? Okay,
Yeah.
'cause, like, that's what I want to
The
read.
kids come back, yeah.
I want to read when that happens.
Yeah,
you know?
and speaking of that, I want to mention that earlier. I think it's a really interesting way to be like, this is likely going to be a run that a lot of people are going to enter in on, maybe.
Yeah.
So let's start with less characters. Lots of people don't know as much about the kids, so this is a way to take
Episodic.
these other characters out and give more time to a smaller cast, I think, and then migrate in.
It's
That
like
makes sense.
in
Fantastic
it's like
Five.
in universe digestible
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
material because like
That's a good way to push back.
like,
Like more characters. Will
we're gonna
come in.
send the
Yeah.
side cast
Yeah.
away and then bring it
We
back.
will come back to them, and
If
when
you
they
keep-
show up,
yeah.
they're amazing, and they get whole issues that are for them because that's
Gotcha.
how this anthology
That's fire.
series goes. And there's some really, really great one-offs. Like I've picked up random, like I think I picked up 30 and like 25, and
But you're not
random
reading the
stuff.
ones in between there. You're just reading just.
I just
those?
randomly every once in a while I'd see a cover and I'd be like, that looks cool, and I know it's anthology, so I'm just gonna pick it up, and
Yeah.
usually
And it
I'd be like,
works?
this is pretty sick.
and
Yeah.
it works.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's good.
It's
That's amazing, man.
And he's still doing it, which is great.
Yeah.
There's no Herbie.
Yeah. It's true. There's no Herbie. I do
they
love
have no
Herbie.
funds, bro.
He goes start
Herbie's-
digging,
Herbie's-
you know, but
Herbie's
They
pow-
shut-
powered.
They
made
shut
for the
Herbie
movie,
down.
right?
He's probably in the back
He's probably in the comics, right?
Herbie?
Or was he
Yeah.
made for the movie?
No, he's in the movie.
Herbie exists.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in
Right.
comics.
Because he's in Rival.
That'd be
He was
true.
on the most hated side kicks list
Oh,
that we
that's
found.
true.
Yeah.
I think that was because he was
Robot.
meant to replace the Human Torch, though.
That is gnarly.
That is
That's,
crazy.
Yeah.
That won't work.
Start digging,
That
and you'll
doesn't
buy
work.
Graham.
we giving a series of 4.
New wheel.
I give it a 4 out of 4, and I really enjoyed it.
Liked it a
And
lot.
Read it.
Next-
and read any
yeah.
issue of it. If you see this in a bin, pick up
Yeah,
an issue and
yeah,
just check
seriously.
it out.
you don't need to read anything before it's anthology.
Doesn't-
And also,
Get over the mustache.
we're gonna review the Fantastic Four movie soon,
We
but
will.
we're gonna do a brand new wheel. We all have new suggestions now.
Yep.
I don't.
We do.
Someone
So we're
else has
gonna
to set it
Yeah,
up
we
since my
do.
phone's
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8.
Prepared for this.
Yes,
what?
we
what?
do.
Are we doing 9? We're doing.
Isha's putting in Daredevil, Born Again, and Doomsday Clock.
The
I'm
shit
putting
post.
in World Tree, which is an Image series right now, and Mr. Miracle, Tom King. Jonas is putting in Sea of Sorrows and Megatron Origins. And then Ryan's putting in Assorted Crisis Event and Hickman's Secret Wars.
Spin that
And we're
wheel.
Spin.
Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
Doomsday
Come
clock.
on,
Come on,
baby.
baby.
Come on, baby.
dude.
What does it say? What does it say?
Dude, just barely.
Oh my god.
It was
It was almost off the rip right there.
off the rip.
Holy shit,
Damn.
that's insane.
So what
If
was
I was
it?
Dr. Doom, I'd
World
go back
Tree.
and make it land on it.
It's World Tree. It was right there.
Dude, it looked like it.
I swear to God,
like
it stopped, and then like
Oh,
the
I
universe
would've
just
been
whoop,
so
a little.
happy.
Hey,
Holy
wait, whoa,
shit.
dude, crazy! I'm the first one both times.
That's true.
Fire.
Which
It's
means
cursed.
It's just gonna be like another fucking like 4 months
Yeah.
until I get to suggest another one.
So World
mean,
Tree.
It's
yeah.
World Tree, bro.
Do you want to do the first volume? What do you want to do?
We should do the first 2.
First two
First
volumes?
two,
All
yeah.
right.
I've
I mean,
read
there's
the first one so
only
far.
3 out, so let's just do the first 2.
First 2 volumes of World Tree by Image Comics. We will be reading
By James
By
Tinney
James
and the
Tinney
Fourth.
in the fourth.
fourth. Fourth.
Somebody say
about to
four.
do
Say
that.
that again.
Fourth.
The IV.
Fourth.
Grand Theft Auto IV.
Wait,
Four?
That's how I know what 4 Roman numerals is because of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, we're cutting.
Okay.